And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? How y'all doing this evening? So let me tell you what we got for you. So tonight I will be going into the Deviant Moon Tarot, the Spiritual Messages Oracle, and then I have something called Awakening Your. I think this is what this is called, Awakening Your Intuition. Is that what we're doing? Yes, Awakening Your Intuition Oracle. So that's what I have for us this evening. Okay, so that being said, I'm just going to jump into the channel and then I'm going to do our quick hellos and then we're going to jump right in. Okay, so happy Monday. I don't know why yesterday I said at the end of the message, the closing message, I said terrific Tuesday. Child, I thought it was Tuesday. I don't know. I be getting my days mixed up. But anyway, I forgot today was Monday and I had jumped out. See, time be flying fast for me. See, I had a thought yesterday I said Tuesday and it said a happy Monday for tomorrow. So happy Monday. I hope y'all had a beautiful Monday today. Hey, Clifford Beans, Maria, I Shall Not Be Moved, Tamal, Bethany Elliott, Charity Ward, Dennis, Vanessa Ford, The Real Cortez, True Beauty. Welcome to the channel, everybody. So, like I said, I hope y'all had a really, my nose is already itching. I hope y'all had a really good Monday. I have just been, piddling around, doing my thing. Trying to have a decent day. I don't know why I just got so much lotion, but I've been washing dishes, y'all, so you already know I'm gonna put some more on, even though I look like I done got a whole way too much. I wanted to put some on these little dry elbows. Because I got way too much. I got way too much. You say I'm about to dry face. I know as soon I'm trying to, I be feeling like I wish I could do it cute like Bewitched used to do her nose. She used to do her little nose switch was so cute back in the day. Did y'all used to watch Bewitched? I sure did. I used to love Bewitched. Okay, look at Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. She just flew past. Did you see that? Did you see that little light? I love when she do that. She know it. She know what time it is. Okay. Now that I'm all moisturized, because I've been washing dishes with bleach, y'all. I've been trying to look. If I tried to shuffle, my fingers would probably cracked open. Hey, cornbread man, what's up? All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what is in the energy. Okay, what's in the energy? Hey, Tanny, how? What it do, boo boo? Tree is tea. I know that's right. Okay, so I'm happy, but I'm always happy. But you know how I'm happy? Because I trusted mine. I did get into one little spat with my daughter and then my oldest. And then she came home and she got to grin at me. You still mad at me? No. Because you know why? Because I take everything to God. If I got a problem with you, I'm taking it to God. And I'm always going to ask God to fix it. And that's why she probably came home grinning. And it was all hugs and love. So this is why I tell you, see, the stuff I tell y'all, I do myself. You see what I'm saying? When you got issues and with people, before you let it fester and you find yourself just keep thinking about it and get more upset and mad, and there's communication issues, ask God to give you a calm spirit and to help you to look at something from a different perspective and order your steps. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Nawaji, how you doing? Anyway, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective? And I will do a timestamp for those who are just now seeing the read. First card out, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. The Page of Cups is in reverse, and this is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is in the upright. Now, y'all know this deck is called the Deviant Moon. It's got my little ghouls and goblins and my little half moon faces and stuff like that. Okay. This is Death here in the upright, which is Scorpio. This is Death. All right. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in the upright. That's the Four of Pentacles. All right. In the upright. Let's get one more. Yes. Okay. Yes, he is. But I think you're going to be a problem. Okay, so we got the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. Okay, and this is the Seven of Pentacles, and excuse me, Six of Pentacles, and it came in reverse. Okay. Now, at the bottom of that, we have Strength here in the upright. Strength is Leo. Okay, so we got Leo in the upright. We got the Six of Cups. It came in reverse. The Six of Cups is Scorpio. Hi, okay. And the Two of Swords here is in reverse. This is how it looks in the upright. Two of Swords is Libra. What you say, Cornbread? And just like that, gone. Because, sometimes I can tell when they're going to be a problem. And I'm trying not to argue with no more trolls because they be working my nerves. Knight of Wands here is in the upright. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, Virgo. And at the bottom, we got the King of Swords in the upright, Libra. Okay, now that being said, let's get into it. So, Strength here. Somebody thought that they had a strong connection or a strong grip on a person. You thought that this was it. That y'all could stand the test of time. Strength is all about perseverance. Okay, so here with Strength, this Leo energy, somebody thought they had a strong connection or that this person, I have a strong hold on this person. But that was until you realized that this person was disloyal. The Six of Cups is in reverse. This is somebody you've been knowing since childhood or just you have a strong, long history with. Okay, and so thank you, Savannah Nova and Shelly Matlock and Michelle Westoff. Welcome to the channel. So here with the Six of Cups, y'all. This is somebody, like I said, you've been knowing them since childhood or just for a long, long time. And with the Six of Cups here in reverse, this is someone who was disloyal. There's some disloyalty here. There was some disrespect here. There was some hate or pain. To me, whenever I think of the Six of Cups in reverse, I get emotional upset. So mentally or emotionally, this is upsetting to you. Somebody hurt you. Okay. But this is odd because this is somebody you thought you had a strong relationship with. But there's some disloyalty here or some sort of disrespect. There's pain here. Okay. This is someone that you must have came out of a stalemate with. So at some point you thought that you guys had fixed your differences. So this is two people. This is one man, but they're two different complexions here and they're like eye to eye. But this is also the Two of Swords is like sometimes when you can't see something or not being able to make a decision. Y'all are at a stalemate at some point, but y'all came out of it with the Two of Swords in reverse. So you saw, from what you saw, you thought y'all had y'all were very much connected. Okay, here with this Knight of Wands. Like they're literally connected, these two. He's connected to this beetle. Now this is sexual energy here. So somebody thought that, sometimes you can mistake sexual energy or compatibility or what's going on in the bed, passion. You'll think that y'all have a strong connection. Y'all are really together. Sometimes this is what makes some people think that the connection is strong because it's like, oh, well, you feeling me, I'm feeling you. And then you start to get emotions. But clearly something is wrong here because there was some disrespect. Okay. Now, what's bothering somebody is that you connected with someone like this. But see, what you did not understand is that you came out of this stalemate and you connected with this person or this person connected with you for money. Because see, somebody is strongly independent by themselves. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody for finances. You don't need nobody to take care of you. How you doing? Kim Dessou, Jamaica, and Beloved. Okay, so whoever this is, you have money. So this right here, as Beloved said, this wasn't love. This was lust. Somebody wanted to use sex to get to your money. Okay. They only wanted to connect to you for money because you're so strong and independent by yourself. You have a bag. You're not codependent on anybody. And so when you look at this from a higher perspective, this was really not a strong connection at all. King of Swords here with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the marriage card. This was not the ideal connection or relationship you thought it was. If you was married, this person did not marry you for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? And if this is just y'all are just dating situation, they're not connected to you for the right reasons. The Hierophant is in reverse. This is somebody who, when you really look at things, y'all were not committed. This is somebody who was basically single. you're single, and they're basically, you're thinking because you're having sex with this person that y'all are together, but they're only doing this for money. Okay? Somebody from your past only came back for money. The world is in reverse. The world is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Okay? So this is what we have here. And then the Hierophant was Taurus. And then the King of Swords here is Libra. Okay? How you doing, two girls? Delphine, how are you, baby? Welcome back. How you doing? Nyla Anderson, how are you? October Sky, welcome to the channel. Lorda, hey baby. Lorda Ad, welcome to the channel. All right, so this is what we got. Somebody came back to a connection to be with you, and now when you see it, they came back, but not really to be with you. They only came back because you had money. So somebody is feeling probably used, because you know that typically is how that goes. What's up, Patricia and DeWanda? How you doing? Welcome. And y'all, Patricia is the one that's YB5, okay? Because I know y'all probably like, where's Patricia? Yeah, YB5TJ is Patricia, okay? So welcome, everybody. Let's get into it. So let's talk about this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles here is in the upright. The Ace of Pentacles is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. We had the Page of Cups in reverse, Cancer. Death in the upright, Scorpio. Four of Pentacles in the upright is Capricorn. And the Six of Pentacles is in the upright. And the Six of Pentacles is Taurus. All right. What's up, Big Dodge? How you doing, baby? All right. Now, that being said, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody wants a brand new financial beginning. Or you're getting one. There's a brand new financial beginning here. There's money here, and somebody feels like they're in a one-sided situation. Somebody sees a brand new financial beginning, and they're in a one-sided situation. So guess what they did? They ended something with someone from their past so that they could go birth something new. So it's like they went ahead and closed something off so that they didn't have to give any moolah to someone else. You can see it. You can see it. Because this is somebody getting ready to give birth. See? So this is the child that already exists. And this mother is like literally stepping on the baby. The old one. Nah, you can go. So this is what it is. So as soon as somebody got a brand new financial beginning, they decided to put someone in a one-sided situation. They stepped on this person. They closed off the money, and they decided that they didn't want to share. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. I'm not giving you anything. See, this is somebody who may have even wanted you to beg for money, but then they just decided, you know what? I'm just not going to give them nothing. So somebody looks like they ran off with a bag. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. How you doing, Celeste and HPEDQ? Welcome. All right. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. Nose is tearing me up. Ace of Pentacles here in the upright. Ace of Pentacles in the upright is being clarified by the Seven of Cups here in the upright. The Knight of Wands is in reverse, and the Lovers is in reverse. So the Lovers in reverse is Gemini. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. And then we have the Seven of Cups here in the upright, which is Scorpio. Okay. Somebody had lots of options. More options than you knew about. There was some people that were hidden that this person, you see this little booty sticking out from back here. Somebody had options that was offering them booty that you didn't know nothing about. Hey, Ryan from the 8. Okay. And Cordelia, the boss. How you doing, baby? Elizabeth Durham, welcome. So whoever this is, somebody had lots of options. And from your viewpoint, everything looked innocent, but there was somebody helping them that they possibly were sleeping with. We see a little tushy here. So somebody had other options that they were sleeping with, or that was, you know, they was out here doing their business. Hey, Joey, Jojo, Shabadabadoo. Okay. And here with the Knight of Wands here in reverse, this is why this person decided to, well, let me just be honest. The Knight of Wands in reverse is street meat. So your person was out here street meeting the community. And I'm going to be honest, some of these options are same-sex options. For those of y'all, my Knight of Wands is, when it's in reverse, that's my DL card. So somebody could be secretly bisexual. and they had other options that I said bootay. Somebody was out here really getting it. So somebody has lots of options. They're sleeping with men and women. This is community dangalang vagina. Everybody gets some. And this is why they could not partner with you. They were, even though you and this person had a sexual connection, I got to cover it up. But these are, y'all had some sort of sexual something going on. Because see, these two are literally connected. But I'm going to flip it over. So whoever you are, you and this person have some sort of sexual connection, but you disconnected from this person. The lovers is in reverse. They don't want to partner with you so that they could go and sleep around with other men and women. How you doing, JP the guy? So this is what is happening here. So they put you in this one-sided situation. Let's talk about it. Okay, so you're in this one-sided situation with this person who is basically emotionally unavailable. And it's making sense that why they're emotionally unavailable. I mean, they're out here having sex with other people. They got a lot of different options. And you may not have known that this person had other options. You may not have known that this person was bisexual. You might not have known none of this. How you doing, Anna Green? You said you may not have seen him in real. No, I have not seen him in real life. Well, Anna, this might not be your story, baby. What's up, Thomas? Only take it is if it resonates. If you gotta take any reading and it's like you gotta fit it or like try to make it your thing, it might not be. Now, it does not mean that my readings are really designed so you can learn something from them. So even if it's not your story, there's typically a lesson somewhere in there. Okay. So it don't have to resonate. But if it don't resonate, don't try to make it fit. Okay. What's up, MP445? Can I have one? I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Thomas? Let's talk about this Page of Cups here in reverse. Page of Cups here in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Six of Cups in the upright, and the Emperor is in the upright. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is Taurus. The Six of Cups is Scorpio, and then the Emperor in the upright is Aries. All right, so this is what we got. All right. So here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this person did not give to you. They didn't give to the connection. They were emotionally unavailable. This is why they put you in a one-sided situation. This person wasn't even trying. Do you hear me? This is at least trying. It ain't a lot of effort at all. But this is somebody who didn't try even a little bit. They are not giving to the connection. They're not investing in the connection at all, which is odd because this is someone here with the Six of Cups in the upright. This is somebody from your past. This is somebody who's supposed to, you have a history with this person, okay? You and this person definitely have some sort of history or been dating for a long period of time. You've been knowing them since forever long. And this is who's not giving to you. This is somebody that you thought was going to be a provider. You thought that this was somebody who loved you. The Six of Cups is in upright. This is love supposed to be here. This person should have provided for you. They should have loved you. But the provider has decided love is in reverse. I'm not partnering with you. I'm not giving to you. So something is wrong. Something is wrong with y'all's connection. Now, we already see that this person has third parties are involved. This is somebody who wanted to end things with you. So it's like they started something with you and then they stepping on you to go be and start something elsewhere. Now, money is a determining factor. Now, we see this all the time, y'all. We see this all the time. Sometimes people will get judgment, medical, you might get a settlement from a medical thing, a car accident. Somebody could win the lottery. Somebody could get a raise and they have a person and it's such a significant amount of money that sometimes people will, it's like right in my face. Sometimes people will act funny and then they'll just step on the person from their past. It's like, oh, well, now that I'm big money, I could do better than you. And sometimes people will step on the person that they've been with forever. This tells you a lot about when somebody is with you for survival or if somebody's with you for love. It's like when money comes, do they act brand new? Do all of a sudden you forget me? Like, oh, I was just waiting on getting a bag so I can go. Some people are only with somebody for survival or for a leg up or for a place to stay. And in the moment that you think they're going to reach back and help you, they don't. Whoever you are, though, you thought you had love. You thought you had history. You thought this person was going to provide for you. You thought this, but then lovers is in reverse. And then we got death out here, Scorpio. So this is somebody who has decided that they're going to just step on you. I cannot. I cannot. Child. Either it's gonna get right or I'm gonna have to go. Hold on. I can't. I can't with this. I can't. I can't be fooling with this. It's all in my eye. It's disturbing me. It's disturbing my peace. Okay, I'm back. Okay, death. Death. So this person from your past, like I said, they decided to step on you. This is hurtful because this is somebody you've been knowing for a long time. Whenever we have history with someone and they step on us, we feel betrayal. And that is exactly what happens sometimes when you get into that Six of Cups in reverse. Now, when we first looked at the bottom of the deck card, the Six of Cups did come out, but it was in reverse. Now it's in the upright. But either way, this is somebody you've been knowing for a long time. So you may feel betrayed. Then now all of a sudden somebody's stepping on you like they don't know you. But betrayal often comes from people that are in your inner circle. It never hurts as bad when it's a stranger as much as it would if it's somebody who's supposed to care about you. It always hurts more when it's a family member, a best friend, somebody close. It hurts. It really hurts because it's like, dang, you of all people, you would be the one. It'd be like that. Let's talk about death. Hey, T-Bird action. And okay, let's talk about the death, please. Death in the upright. Death in the upright is being clarified by the Seven of Wands in the upright. Justice is in reverse. And the Five of Wands is in the upright. Yeah, see, some of y'all did not know that you had this type of connection. You thought you had a protected connection. This is 7-1. This person was going to fight to be with you, not step on you. You didn't think that. You thought that you really had, I don't have to even really defend myself because my person, you know how sometimes you think you got a rider? Let me tell you something. When you got a real rider, they got your back. We got each other's back. You know, I'm not talking about a ride or die, but your person got your back. Something go down, hey, it's on. I got a neighbor, right? Her and her husband divorced. He cheated. They have twins, and he cheated on her, right? And this was some time ago. But let her call him and say anybody is doing something. He coming. And he gonna scrap with you like they still together. She was like, they ride for each other like that. They can call one another and they will have each other's back. Whoever this is, you thought that this person was gonna protect you. Today, you didn't have to do nothing because you felt protected. It's like, this is a connection. This person loves me. They adore me. They look out for me. And even if this is a woman, she was providing for you. You thought this person had deep love and it went way back because there's history here. So even if this is a woman, women provide things too. I don't know if she was providing money, but she could have definitely, sometimes women do provide money, but sometimes they provide other little things, in the home or whatever, if you're more traditional. So whoever this is, imagine your surprise then with justice is in reverse and then with the Five of Wands. So justice in reverse is Libra. This is how it looks in the upright. So this is something you thought was going to be fair and balanced. Right? This is something you thought this person was going to tell you the truth. But when justice is in reverse, this person will lie to your face. They was lying to your face. You and them was not as balanced as you thought it was. The relationship is not balanced. This person's not even fighting for the relationship, truth be told. Because remember, they're not even really invested. So this is somebody who's putting you in chaos and competition with others. That's the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is Leo. Justice was Libra. And then we had the Seven of Wands, also Leo. So this is somebody who you thought was going to fight for the connection, but they weren't. They were just being unjust to you. They're putting you in competition with other people. There's a lot of chaos and there's a lot of conflict because all these people are fighting for this one person. And so now this person's stepping on you. So now you're realizing, okay, now I understand why my person they're closed off financially. Your person may have even quickly tried to up and leave you for someone else. This is another woman, and this is a man who's quickly leaving. He's missing a shoe. This is somebody who is looking over their shoulder. So you only look over your shoulder when you think somebody, you might get caught. Somebody quickly may have left you, went towards someone else, but look at where this other person's leading them. They thought that they was getting away in just the nick of time, but this person is leading them to some things. It's some things gonna ready to be set off. Look like hell back there. So somebody is closed off from you, thinking that they're getting away with something, doing this behind your back, not realizing that what they're getting ready to step into is going to probably be worse than they're expecting it to be, because they're not really looking ahead. So that means they probably was moving without forethought. This is somebody who is worrying about getting caught. So let's talk about this Four of Pentacles. This person who is closed off financially. How you doing, Evan Walter and Cassandra Thomas? Okay. Let's talk about the Four of Pentacles, please. Four of Pentacles is being clarified by Strength in reverse, Leo. The Knight of Swords in reverse, Aquarius. And then we have the Nine of Wands is in reverse. This is somebody who did not have any boundaries. The person who's closed off from you, who's not giving you any money, they ain't had no boundaries. They didn't slow down at all. This person has no control over their urges. Somebody is like, they left you, actually, the Nine of Wands is protection. This is somebody who may have left you vulnerable. They slowed things down with you. They left you in a very weak position. This is actually has more to do with you, because see, they're the ones who's closing money off from you. So they left you in a weak position. So listen, if strength is about perseverance, that means that somebody did not leave you enough money or finances to keep going. Things were supposed to slow down almost immediately for you. So like if y'all shared a place, ain't no rent money coming through. They owe you money for the car. There's done paying car payments. This is somebody not keeping up on their end of the bargain. Stuff is starting to come to a screeching halt. Come to a screeching halt. This is somebody who is slowing down, and they're putting you in a vulnerable position. Instead of protecting you, this is somebody who is out here exposing you to chaos. In all kinds of ways. You know what I'm saying? Health, financially, emotionally. Remember that Six of Cups is now in the upright. You think you got a strong provider and somebody who loves you from the heart. But instead, Six of Cups in reverse, I told you, is my disloyalty. That is disrespect. That is hate. That is pain. It is despair. And then we got the Five of Wands. That's chaos. That's conflict. And you're in competition. This person don't like you. You know how they say he just not that into you? Or she's just not that into you? This is somebody who don't like you. If they doing all of those things. This is somebody who did not want to give to you at all. At all. This is somebody who they may have even wanted you to beg and then change their mind and be like, you know what? I don't need him to beg. I ain't gonna give it to him at all. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. The Six of Pentacles is about balancing someone's scales. If you got it, the other person helps balance them out. Or you could also look at the Six of Pentacles as equal reciprocity. This is somebody who ain't giving you equal nothing. They ain't invested in no kind of way what you are. So let's talk about the Six of Pentacles in reverse. How you doing? MCDO and Evan Walter. I see y'all. So let's talk about the Six of Pentacles. So what is going on here with the Six of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles here in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse is being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is Virgo. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in reverse. And the Hierophant is in reverse. The Hierophant is the marriage card. So somebody out here acting single. They leaving your cup on E. This is somebody who is not working with you, not even a little bit. Told you. They was giving you everything but a relationship. It's like they don't even like you. And this is supposed to be somebody from your past that y'all have a history with. Very interesting. How you doing, Evangelina Garza and Tuesday? That does not make sense. I mean, make it make sense, because you're thinking it's love and providing, and they're over here basically like, no, I don't work with you. I'm not pouring into your cup, and I'm single. How do you miss the mark like this? This person doesn't want to partner with you. Something is wrong, because y'all's view of what this is two different things. Now, you know how sometimes now I don't know. I've heard of women doing men like this, like when a man will be like with a woman and then she'll introduce him because they didn't went out on a few days. This is my boyfriend. He looking at her like, I ain't asked you to be with me like that. Like, you know, somebody who speeds up a title or something. Something's wrong though, because you see it one way, they see it another. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I'm good, Evangelina. So it's a lot that's going wrong here. You all come on in, say hey, double tap, double tap. Double tap in the center of your phone, or you can hit them 3 dots in the top right corner if you're watching on a cell device. And if you happen to be watching on TV, still hit the like button. Let's get these likes up, please, and thank you. And welcome to the channel. You can say hello. We do not bite. Hey, Sandra Williams. Okay, y'all know I don't bite. 2 of Cups here is in reverse, Cancer. We got the 9 of Cups in reverse, Pisces. The Moon, Pisces. The Star, Aquarius. Queen of Swords, Libra. Okay, how you doing, Ashley? Ashleem, how are you? Ashley M. Your name's supposed to be Ashley M. Jessica Divine, an Atomic Goddess. Hey, and thank you, Cassandra, for the sparkles. Okay, so let's talk about this. Queen of Swords. This is somebody who put up a strong boundary with you. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is somebody who's moving real assertive. They struck first. You didn't even know it. This is somebody who has a boundary with you, who, when they decide not to partner with you, they had already built a wall. You didn't even know that they had already hurt you. There's blood on the ground and on the tip of that sword. Somebody had already done some things to you that were going to hurt you. And you were not ready because you did not know that there was a wall between you and this person. See, you thought that this person you had all the hope and faith in the world with this person because this was your person. Star, how you doing, Vontigo Smith? And Louise Harmony and Jay Robin, how are you guys? Welcome. Thank you for the golden coin. And Louise Harmony, how you doing, Sweet Pea? So whoever this is, and Marak, thank you for the star. So this is somebody you thought you had a lot of hope and faith in this relationship because you thought you had a strong provider. Your person has money and you thought that they was going to look out for you. You have a history with this person. I've been knowing this forever. This my person. So you really, for whoever you are, when you have the 6 of Cups, this is more than just lovers. This is like history. So it's like we friends. Listen. There's special privileges that come with the 6 of Cups. I've been knowing you. That means I got privileges that somebody brand new not going to get. But you did not see that this person was out here putting you in competition. You did not see that there was already chaos brewing because they had already struck and had started creating the chaos. This is somebody who set it off. They had already struck the match. You just didn't know it was getting ready to blow up. There were some things. The moon is here. You didn't see. What didn't you see? Your person has an overindulgence problem. This is the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups in reverse is Pisces. And it's in reverse. This is somebody who they don't know how to say no. They're greedy. This is somebody overindulging on the pleasures of life. This is, and it could come with sex. It could come with drugs. It could come with alcohol. Somebody is out here overspending, oversexting, overindulging. They just overindulging to their heart's content. They're just doing whatever they want to. The last thing on their mind, believe it or not, was little old you. And what you didn't have. Whether you was exposed, literally out here naked and exposed, this person didn't care. You thought that you and this person had a history. Notice how she's holding her stomach. You may even thought you and this person was going to have kids. This is somebody who is not looking at the connection like this at all. To them, they're single. So Imagine this. You thinking you're in a relationship. You think this is my man, this is my woman, this is my bae. We're going to call him bae because that's a universal term. It could mean you're a man or a woman. You think this is bae. You think that you and bae going to have kids. You think you and bae are married. You think you and bae, this is somebody providing for you because they love you. Y'all got history. You got special privileges. And they looking at you like, nah, I'm single. Single and definitely ready to mingle. This is somebody who is dipping their toe with chaos and conflict. This is somebody who is also bisexual. This is somebody who was out here doing stuff you had no idea because the moon was in the upright. You didn't see none of this. This is what's going on behind your back. Okay. Hey, Charles Burnett, Tanya Bolding, Charlene, Michelle Leah, and Empress Tina. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. And thank you for the flower, Mark Rock. I appreciate you. And Tanya, the star, the sunshine. I thank y'all for all of these things. Amy Brown, welcome. Okay. But yeah, this is somebody who you did not see was giving you all of this here. Okay. So you're seeing one thing and they're over here to let me know from there, when I read it from their perspective, yeah, it ain't nothing. So you're putting a lot of emphasis on a relationship where somebody clearly, they're not seeing it that way. They're not seeing it that way at all. The world is in reverse. Knight of Cups is in reverse. Page of Wands is in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Judgment is in the upright. This is somebody, remember. So from your judgment, you went back to something. Not knowing that this person didn't see you as their partner. Now, this can be sad. This is sad because sometimes y'all break up to make up, break up to make up, break up to make up. Sometimes y'all get into these types of things and you thinking y'all back on, or y'all have a little, we broken up, but not really. We still talking. We gonna work it out, but y'all open to talking to other people while y'all work it out. This is a breakup to make up because the world is here. So somebody went back to something that they was looking at from a higher perspective, believing that this person was their partner. But y'all could have been off because it was the lovers. So you went back and maybe one of y'all's off season. Thinking, look, there's the offer. The world is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus, and this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is Scorpio. So here it is. You thinking that this person is going to come in as your knight in shining armor. There's a lot of hope here because they're a provider. Y'all have history. They love me. I love them. We're together. This is bae. This is bae. You have a lot of hope. This is why you went back. This is bae. Yeah, we break up to make up. We have our moments, but we get back together again. This is bae. And they know they bae. And even if we break up for a half a second and they think they talking to somebody else, they know what time it is. They're bae, I'm bae, and we get back together. They belong to me and I belong to you. And we belong together. That's how you believe. But so whoever this is, you see it one way. But this person, what you did not see, is in their mind, y'all didn't get nothing off the ground. Y'all are not connected together in nothing. You're thinking y'all out here, when I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. They over here moving together. And they're like, nah, baby. Absolutely not. Page of Wands is in reverse. This relationship was on thin ice and you didn't even know. You see, he's ice skating on stilts. This relationship basically, it was real shallow. It had no depth. This was never going to get off the ground. But you're thinking it's a protected relationship, not knowing this person they had already put you in chaos and conflict, and there's all kinds of stuff going on that you're not seeing. This is somebody who overindulged because they felt like they had it. Wheel of Fortune's in the upright. Somebody felt like things for them were really good at the time. And they could do whatever the hell they want to. The Wheel of Fortune's in the upright. Whenever people get the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, it's like everything is working right in your life. Your money might be working right. Your relationships, you meeting new people, you getting a lot of attention. Somebody felt like they could do whatever they wanted to. here. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes people get what they call it, clout chasing, or I'm feeling myself. Somebody was feeling themselves. They're out here clout chasing. They're out here feeling like the man or the woman, and I can do what I want. I can overindulge with this over here if I want to. I can overspend if I want to. I can overeat if I want to. I can eat here, do this, do that. I do whatever I want to. This is how somebody feels with the Wheel of Fortune, because this was their time. So in your mind, you came back thinking it was love. They're over here looking like, nah, it ain't that deep. It's not that serious. I can do what I want to do. And what you did not see was that what you thought you was resurrecting, that was you may have prayed for. You may have thought, thank God, now my head has stopped hurting. I'm finally back with my person. Some of y'all thought you might have children with this person, but not knowing that this person had no, that ain't what's getting ready to pop off. No, we not together. Two of Cups is in reverse. No, we not together. Not even a little bit. Judgment is Libra. Wheel of Fortune is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. The Page of Wands is Aries. The Knight of Cups was Scorpio. And the World here is in reverse. Okay. What's up, Mr. Willie Pringle Jr.? Thank you for the star. How you doing, Michelle Hall? And Leah Lee Cordo from Florida. Welcome to the channel. Okay. Or is it Leah? What's this supposed to be? How you pronounce this? Leah Licordo? Leah? I don't know if that, I don't know. Lai, something Licordo. How you doing? Hey, Savi. Welcome to the channel. Hey, Charlene from Alaska. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Sandra? Indigo Energy. Welcome back, boo. Huh. Now, it is understandable, just FYI, if this is your story, why you thought it was one thing. If you've been knowing somebody for this long and y'all typically break up and make up, break up to make up, then it makes perfect sense on why you would think it was one thing. But because you thought it was one thing due to the history, you probably was not paying attention to the signs. And there's always red flags and there's always signs that somebody's not seeing it that way. But because you weren't really focusing on that because y'all already had a history. So you know what happens when you're comfortable, you let your guard down. See, remember, it says this person put you in a vulnerable position. Your guard was down. So you were not hyper vigilant like you would be if it was a new relationship and you didn't know somebody. So this, like, they know me, they know what they know me, they know I don't put up with that, and I know what they don't put up with. And so you're not thinking to probably be looking for whatever was going on here. All right. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands is in the upright. King of Pentacles is Taurus. The Ace of Wands is Aries, Leo, or Sag. We got the Four of Swords in reverse. That is Libra. And then we have the Chariot, Cancer, in reverse. All right. How you doing, Edwards? Kim Money? Is that how you say it? Kimoni? Welcome from Georgia. How you doing? And the Four of Cups is in the right. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your name, Edwards. Okay, welcome, Edward. Welcome to the channel. All right. So, and it's Four of Cups was Cancer. Okay, so look. This is somebody you did not know you was going back to somebody who was totally selfish. King of Pentacles. This person is a King of Pentacles in reverse. They're selfish. This is somebody who was not, they have it. We know that they can provide. They showed up already as an emperor. But whoever this is, emperor or not, they have no plans on sharing that wealth with you. This is somebody who already had in their mind, I am selfish. This is mine. This is mine. They already started off saying this was mine. You didn't know nothing about it. What's up, TB54? Okay. I mean, yeah, 51. Excuse me. TB51. All right. So you're not seeing it. You went back to somebody who already had in their mind that this is mine and what's yours is yours. And they're not sharing. You're thinking that y'all birthing something where it's going to be romantic and they're going to come in and anything you need because y'all got a history to be like, baby, what you want? You hungry? You want to go eat? You want some money? You want to go shopping? You thinking it's going to be this. Because you have history. So you already know. I'm guaranteeing somebody went back to like other times when y'all broke up and make up. You know, they come back in and be like, that's my girl, this my baby. And when y'all back on, they just freely give to you. You're not thinking any of that. So you thinking all positive when you go back and dig this up. So in your mind, they're not burying you. Y'all have decided to what y'all had buried was the relationship. Y'all have now dug it up. You're thinking y'all gonna birth all this love and romance. You don't see that this person, what you dug up, was not going nowhere. Chariot. What you thought was good luck wasn't going nowhere. That wheel wasn't getting ready to turn. Like, why am I seeing, what is that dang on show? The Price is Right? When they go and they spin that thing, just land. I'm seeing a spinner. And you know how it's like, and it's got that little tick thing. So you think you can ready spin the wheel and it's going to be something positive. No, honey, that wheel wasn't turning no kind of way. This person had no intentions on making a future or moving forward with you where you guys are successful. You had no idea that they had already put a stop to things. Their mind was already gone before you even knew of the plan. Mentally and emotionally, they had never checked in to begin with. You was in a closed off situation by yourself. This person was completely closed off from you. Even though y'all had already just resurrected the relationship, they completely closed off. So you're in a relationship with somebody that you already know mentally and emotionally, financially and physically. They're already in their mind. It's like their body is there, but they're not there. They're somewhere else. That is such an odd place to be, but that's what I'm seeing. Y'all had resurrected a relationship, but this person's completely closed off from you. Emotionally, physically, financially, you're nobody to them. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. They probably have a reason why they're dealing with you. Totally selfish. That's what it says. This person's totally selfish. It's all about them. There is a reason they're dealing with you, but it's oblivious to you because you have history and this is what y'all do. So you're probably going off of history and this is what y'all do. Not knowing that this person is already, hey, baby, no, this time is different. This time y'all not here. This ain't one of them, oh, we're back together and we're back on and it's going to be great. This person's mind is already on this one, that one. I'm sleeping with him. I'm sleeping with her. I'm going over here. I'm spending money there. I'm not invested with you. Oh, yeah, I'm going over here. This person is everywhere but where you're at. Everywhere but where you're at. Hey, Julius Chambers. Everywhere but where you're at. This is sad. What's up? LA's Naduku, how you doing? All right, going back to the bottom. What's up, Tasha? What it do? All right, so we got the King of... See, this is what I'm talking about. King of Wands is in reverse. The Nine of Swords is in the upright. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Eight of Swords is in the upright. Queen of Wands is in the upright. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. So let's talk about this. This person is completely irresponsible. This is somebody who is getting lots of attention. Lots of groupies. And I'm going to be honest with you. They groupies probably look all different colors, sizes, and shapes. You did not know your person gets attention. Somebody's person gets attention. And they love it. And this is part of why they're so reckless. This is somebody who, they get attention from everybody. Okay? So, one of the things that you may not have known was that when you went back into a relationship with somebody, that you was going back to somebody who was in a same-sex connection and you did not know this. Somebody did not know that person was same-sex. I got two kings on top of each other. Somebody did not know, hey, boo, Your man is on the DL or your woman is on the DL. Somebody's person is on the DL. They're playing for both teams and you don't know nothing about it. This is what you, so you going back to some stuff that's about to be set off. It's about to be chaos. And you don't even know it. So this person is irresponsible. This is somebody who is irresponsible with the attention that they're getting too. They're sleeping with everybody. And what you don't foresee is that this irresponsible person that you thought you were going to birth new beginnings with, where they were going to give to you, everything you was getting ready to birth with this person and what they could give to you was going to keep you up at night. That this might give you the dark night of soul. You might really be up in full panic and anxiety. Wondering what is going on, like the thief of the night, scared out your mind. This is what you're birthing. You did not realize that what you was given to or thinking somebody was giving you, this is somebody coming in. This is supposed to be romance and them giving to you. You don't want what they birthing because it's leading to stress. This is somebody who is out here like sleeping around. And I'm going to be honest, it looks reckless. Because the King of Wands in reverse is already irresponsible. So this would be somebody who was out here sleeping, raw dogging everybody. The men and the women. You're stressed. You didn't realize that what you just dug up, you thought this person came back to not be manipulative. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Seven of Swords is when people are out here doing stuff behind your back, cheating, thinking they getting away with it, being manipulative. You're thinking that you done just came back into something and this time they're going to do right. They're not going to be manipulative. You had no idea that this person was getting ready to put you, this was not going to move forward and this was about to be one of the most stressful on your mental. Do you see how your mental, all your energy, all your mental was going to be effed up with this Eight of Swords? You're going to be losing. I'm telling you, look at this. This is somebody losing sleep, losing energy, out here probably feeling like, oh Lord, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I can't sleep. Oh my God, I'm in a mental prison. You don't know what's going on with you because you don't know what you just gave birth to. This could be STDs. You gave birth to stress and anxiety. This is what this person came back and gave you. I'm coming back. You want some romance? Bump that. I'm giving you stress and anxiety. That's what we're going to birth. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, the dark night of the soul. You're going to be sitting up here worrying about, did I give you something? That's what you're birthing. Because you thinking they coming back and they going to come back and they're apologizing. And this is why y'all digging it up. And this is going to be a positive thing. Not knowing that this chariot wasn't going nowhere. It's just giving you, just mentally, you're just in a prison. And that means that you sitting with this by yourself. The mental prison, it looks like they're in a tower. This is by yourself, baby. So you up all night in a mental prison, scared out your mind, ain't told nobody, ain't said nothing, nobody know what the hell's going on, and you are stressed out. How you doing? Here I am, Amy. How you doing, baby? How are you? Welcome. How you doing, Nia DeRiggs? This is really sad. Hey, Angel. Did I miss anybody else? Mo Blogs from London. How you doing, Mo Blogs? All right, going back towards the bottom. Hey, Ike, welcome back. You said destroying the Matrix. Okay. And Kimberly Ann Marbury. So whoever this is, you did not notice that you was about to, what you had just invited back into your life. Something from your past was getting ready to turn your whole world upside down. Turn your whole world upside down. You don't know what this person introduced you to. All the things that you could be carrying literally on your back. Look at that. Two girls just said fighting their demons and not sleep. That's a demon on somebody's back. So that means you don't know what soul connections they bringing you, soul ties. Because see, somebody who's sleeping around, they bringing more than just STDs, baby. They bringing soul ties. Lots of things are pulling from your energy, boo, that you can't see. There's a lot going on here. You did not realize the reason why your person is closed off because they was feeling themselves. Queen of Wands. This is somebody who think they fine. They sexy. I got money now. This is somebody who got money. They think they fine and sexy. Everybody want me. Don't you? I'm too sexy for my shirt, boo. This is somebody who think they fine as wine. How you doing, Serena and Amanda? I know that's right. So whoever this is, they were thinking they was independently rich, baby. I got money now. And so because I got money, I can be irresponsible. I'm so damn fine. The men and the women want me. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know, for those who are bisexual, this is always floors me. The amount of cockiness. Are y'all this cocky for real? Do y'all really be so impressed with yourselves because you can attract men and women? Do y'all really be going around feeling like everybody want me? Like, for real? Because it's just like, Watch the F word, baby. I got to remove that one. You can't say the F word, okay? Put FK, okay, Yuri? Just FK. Don't write out the whole word, okay? FK. We know what you're saying. Just in case there's kids in here. You know what I'm saying? But whoever this is, they really feeling themselves. And since they're independently rich, they can do whatever they want to. If I want to lay it down with another man or another woman, that's my business. And if I want to be with you, I'll do that. This is somebody who wants to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. And they don't give no damns about how you feel. Okay? Hey, Scrap Chick. This person is all the way crazy. And you did not realize what you're holding on to, what you thought was going to be love and romance, was about to be one of the biggest headaches of your damn life. This was going to bring, see, a lot of unhappiness, depression, anxiety, and stress. This wasn't going to be no, just the two of us. Ain't going to be no just the two of us, honey. This was not the two of y'all happy. This is stress. And this independent person don't see you as a part of their happiness. They don't even see it. I'm independent, and this was in reverse. Sun is in reverse. They don't see you as a part of their happiness. Not at all, honey. Temperance is in reverse. Yeah. Y'all weren't about to balance nothing out. So you thinking this person's coming back apologizing for whatever they did when y'all broke up last. Because y'all, this is what y'all do. Y'all break up your makeup. Y'all break up your makeup. They come back, they apologize for what they did the last time y'all broke up. Y'all get back together again. Y'all had y'all little honeymoon phase. And then they might break up again. But y'all always get back together. But you did not know that this time, when they came back and apologized, y'all wasn't balancing none out. Y'all wasn't balancing none out. Somebody basically coming back to use you. This person was going to leave you. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who was about to leave you out in the cold, leave you out here stressed in the middle prison, worrying about how you gonna pay this, worrying about your health, worrying about oh my God, my person don't love me, and this is what they're doing, and now you're going through betrayal on top of that, so you feel betrayed. You feel betrayed. This person's completely leaving you out in the cold, and you don't see that this person's really been sneaking away from you the entire time. And this is what you just went back to. 8 of Cups. Because some of y'all was going back to an ex. Somebody you got a history with. 8 of Cups is Pisces. 5 of Pentacles is Taurus. The Queen of Wands is Leo. The 8 of Swords is Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles was Taurus. Temperance is Sagittarius. The 7 of Swords is Aquarius. The Sun is Leo. The 9 of Swords is Gemini. 9 of Pentacles in the upright is Virgo. And the King of Wands is Leo. Hey, Tyrone Price. Thank you, baby. I sure will. Whoever this is, they crazy. I don't like it. It's like, I'm wondering why they did this to you. Because they agreed to get back together. But sometimes when people agree to get back together, it's not for the reason you think it is. Sometimes people got a vendetta. Sometimes people harbor resentments that you don't know nothing about. And this is their get back. You know what I'm saying? It be like that. Hey, Tanya, thank you for the star. And Yuri for your sunshine. The real B Muse, what's up? So whoever this is, there's some things going on that you did not know about. You thinking that this person's coming back to you when they finally got their money together. Because see, the tower's in reverse. So you are thinking, have you ever dated somebody and it seemed like, man, this person always seems stressed out. They're down on their luck. I can't wait to see my person finally, like if they ever get money, you thinking they're going to level out. They'll stop stressing out. They got enough money to live and not worry about being in survival mode. They ain't got to worry about like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Like, you just want to see your person calm and happy. Sometimes you want to see people succeed. You want to see them have money. And you think that when they finally get it, after doing, y'all got a history, so I already know you probably was looking out. So finally they can pay me back, and now it's like, now they can look out for me for a change. Like, you think stuff like this. But this person got money in their pocket and it was about to bring out a side to them that you did not know existed. Because money does not change people. It just brings out what was already there. This person's selfish. The King of Pentacles was in reverse. This person's super selfish. They only think about themselves. And you are not going to think that they're about to leave you out here pitiless. But they about to do it because this only person this person's worried about is self. I don't worry about nobody else. There are times the most quietest people who you think when they get bread, they're going to be cool. They're going to be just calm, cool, calm, and collective. And then they show they complete ass when they get some money. I told y'all about the couple who had a family-owned restaurant for 20-some years, almost 25 years. They had regulars who came in there. They had the same staff for years because people love working for them. It was this very good couple. And so their nephew, because they didn't have any children, they loved their nephew so much, they said, and their nephew was only the dishwasher, a quiet kid who used to wash dishes in the corner, didn't say nothing to nobody. They was like, we're going to leave it to our to our little nephew, and, we're going to leave this restaurant to him. Within less than 2 weeks, everybody on the staff quit and the restaurant ended up closing. This little idiot gets a hold of their aunts and uncle restaurant, which was worth some real money, that had been open for 25 years. He became a tyrant. The moment he got some position, power, and money, he was cutting people's hours, talking to them like shit, mistreating everybody. And this was a family-owned restaurant. Everybody got along. So imagine when the quiet kid that you never mistreated, that you never talked to sideways, all of a sudden get a little authority. And it's like they on some sort of power trip. This would be your person. This is what we got going on here. This is somebody who is losing it. This is what they got going on. Somebody get a little bit of power and I can do what I want to. I'm so damn fine. I'm pulling both sexes now. Everybody want this, the men and the women. I'm gonna be honest with you. To see this type of cocky makes me want to slap somebody and be like, what the hell? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And I ain't even no violent person, but it make you want to snap somebody and be like, what is wrong with you? When did you decide that all of a sudden everybody, like, who the hell are you? Did you think everybody wants you? For real? Everybody all of a sudden think you so sexy? Whoever this is how it is. What's up, Loris? 95. But this is what we got. This is what we got. We got people who think they so damn fine. This is what we got. So here it is. They trying to reverse the tower. Scorpio. Hermit is in reverse. So you stop being single going back to something, you dig up the relationship, you come out of hermit mode, you're not single anymore. So go be in a relationship you think is going to be happy just to find out, nah, this person ain't even happy with you. This person is selfish. King of Cups is in reverse. What you thought was about to be balanced was this person was all about me, myself, and I. Soon as the slightest little bump in the road happened, this person was going to up and leave you. A King of Cups in reverse, that's Cancer. And the Hermit is Virgo. As soon as a King of Cups runs into any type of a headache, they jump ship. Anytime, like, listen, y'all, everybody who's been in relationships and all of y'all at some point has had some form of a relationship. Whenever this person gets into a relationship and they hit a bump, they're going to leave. And every relationship has peaks and valleys. You can love somebody to pieces. There is going to be some times when y'all might have a disagreement. Even if y'all don't argue, you may disagree on some things and want to talk about it. This person could be an avoidant. They leave. They don't face it. This is somebody who is all about my wants. It's what I want. It's what I want, need, or desire. I can give a damn about what you want, need, or desire. Because this is somebody who right now who is thinking they're God's gift to every man and woman alive. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Like them people who become like them people who want to be worshipped, like them weird what do they call them things? Cult-like things. They want a cult-like following, like Jim Jones. Everybody wants to do it. It's like this person got, like, they have some sort of pull over people. This is what this person is doing. And so this selfish person is not about to balance nothing out with you. And you don't see it. They're leaving you out in the cold, leaving you high and dry. This was somebody who was supposed to bring you with them. Y'all supposed to be a power couple. Y'all supposed to be twin flames or soulmates. This is somebody here with this Empress. This is Taurus energy, baby. And this Taurus, let me tell you something. Baby, they're getting ready to leave you. Leave you high and dry. Literally, they're sneaking away. You may see it, you may not. They're leaving you with everything drying up. This is somebody who was about to put every man and woman they know over you. This is when they're putting you up on a pedestal when it's in the upright. This is somebody who was getting ready to put every man and woman, because we don't know if these are men and women. Everybody's over you, baby. This is what you're going back to. Somebody who's getting ready to disrespect you and put everybody above you. They side hoes that are men and women. This is my dude, this is my girl. I'm putting them both over you. And this is what you went back to. This is what you didn't know you was getting ready to find out, because the moon was here. So you didn't even know this is what was getting ready to happen. This is somebody who think they too damn sexy for their shirt. So sexy it hurts, baby. Everybody want me. What's up, Edwin Poole? This person is lost, honey. Hey, Shelly. Lost in the damn sauce for real. That's what they are. What's up, Always Winning with Val? I just don't understand this. And like, I'm going to be honest. I don't know a whole lot of bisexual people, but I really be wondering, do they really act like this? Do they really, like, if they ever, are they this cocky because you think everybody like you? Because I can see how this could make your ego be like, everybody like this. Like, I can see it. I can see how you could get all in your ego. Like, I don't know anybody. Like, I just think that's so funny. But whoever this is, their ego is like off the charts. Off the jam chart. Three of Cups, Two Wands in the upright. Three of Cups is in reverse. King of Swords is in the upright. Three of Wands is in the upright. Queen of Cups is in the upright. This is somebody you thought you was coming back so y'all could have a future. With the Two of Wands, you thought that y'all was going to pick up where y'all had left off and that y'all was going to have a future. You did not know that this person wasn't even going to be your friend at the end of this. You had no idea that this was going to come back to bite you in the ass and that this person was not going to be your friend. There was not going to be celebrations. You weren't going to be a part of this person's celebrations. So if somebody told you that they was going to take you with you and that you was going to have a seat at their table, they were lying. I'm not taking you with me. You don't get a seat at my table. I'm not even going to be your friend, truth be told. That's the future you did not see. In the future, you and this person were not even going to be free friends. But you're going to see it when you look at this from a higher perspective. And when you look at it from a higher perspective, oh, look, we got two kings on top of each other again. When you look at it from a higher perspective, oh, you're going to see the signs, baby. How did this person, they like both sexes and everything. Titties on top, D on the bottom. As long as I tell you, shouldn't be a problem. Got a nice ring to it, don't it, girl? Why is you singing that? I like the tune. That's what they told me. They like the tune. What's up, Jake? Jacqueline, Jimenez. How you doing? Daphne Rowe. How y'all doing? You know that weird awkward silence? Because that's that weird awkward silence you would have if you hear somebody singing something like that. T on top, titties on top, D on the bottom. Long as I tell you, shouldn't be a problem. You like that? Got a nice little ring to it, don't it? And this is somebody straight singing something like this. You did not see what was getting ready to come back to bite you in the back in the butt. Was it the world as you know it? This person that you had this long history with? Oh, they got a secret. They got secret lovers. Of the same sex. And you didn't know what that. You didn't know that. You didn't know that. Somebody didn't know. You was getting ready to see things from a whole new perspective when these ships arrived. When this person's ships came in and they got this money, when them ships arrived, you was going to be left dry. What you're going to see is that they're not even going to be your friend. What you're going to see is that you're going to find out that somebody going to come out the closet. What you don't see is that this person loves putting everybody above you. That's what you're about to see. Hey, Miss Edwards. And Angel, how you doing? Queen of Cups is Pisces. Three of Wands is Aries. King of Swords is Libra. Three of Cups is Cancer. And the Two of Wands is Aries. Like, I'm so for real. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to trigger nobody, but like, it really be like that. And I know one of the most hurtful things. Listen, I get it. Sometimes people don't know what they want to do. So they be trying to teeter and totter with like straight people. But that's like one of the most hurtful things in the world is when you find out somebody, and some people are really good at hiding it, like especially if you have a very over hyper masculine man, which is a sign, by the way, that they swing the other way. Used to would get mad about anything LGBTQ related, just act a fool about it. That's a sign. They're projecting, they're hiding. But when you rip the Band-Aid off, it's like, oh, okay. This is why you was saying this. This is why you was playing with this. This is why you was talking to me about this homeboy. This is why so when we fight, you run over here to the one, oh, this is the way you like to be. Sometimes they tell you they'll talk to you in your face about their other relationships. You just don't know that these are people they sleeping with. Oh yeah, this is what I did today. I was hanging with such and such. Yeah, that's my homeboy, this is my homegirl. Not knowing they sleeping with whoever this was, they were sleeping with everybody. Sleeping with everybody. And they love it. This is what they love. They love to put other people over you. They love it. The Queen of Cups, this is their focus. The Queen of Cups is supposed to be a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart and they're putting people over you. But this person loves putting people over you. Now, you're a sweetheart, whoever you are. You are kind. You are nice. And you just not knowing that this is how it's getting ready to go down. How you doing, Sincerely, Serenity? This is getting ready to hurt. Remember I said you're going to be up at night. You're going to be crying. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to be in the middle of prison because it's going to be like, oh my God, how did I not know this? Imagine the Twilight Zone. And then the first thing, you're going to feel like the bottom drops. You're going to feel like, oh my God, I need to go get tested. How did I not know? How did I not see the signs? It take a minute. It's going to take you a second to get your bearings. How you doing, Jeanette? This is the anxiety sometimes people be causing. The Fool is in the upright. The Five of Swords is in reverse. And then sometimes your mental won't allow you to process it because it hurts too bad. So you'll start to be in denial that this is even happening. Because you about to nut up. So your brain will be like, create a whole like it's a dream. No, this is a dream. I must be dreaming. This ain't really happening to me. Because the brain will do what it needs to do to self-preservate. So sometimes it is happening, but you're not ready to handle it in the moment. So it will go through a whole thing like, let me pinch myself. This is not really happening. No, that's not happening. So you do all that. You're going through the stages of grief and you just don't know it because you are afraid to face the truth. So what you're thinking is you're planning a future where y'all are going to have a brand new start. The Fool, Aries. Y'all are getting back together. Y'all are going to have a brand new start. This person's coming back to apologize for past wrongs, not knowing that you're thinking they're apologizing for past wrongs from y'all's last breakup, not knowing that this person, when it's all said and done, you're going to find out this person was never even your damn friend that you've been knowing since forever. Six of Cups. You've been knowing them forever. You thinking that this person's coming back, apologizing to you, and for a change, they're looking out for you. Queen of Pentacles. You think this person is looking at things from a higher perspective and they're selling you some bullshit. I'm looking out for you for a change. Yeah, baby, it's about to be me and you, baby. We're going to be popping bottles. I'm going to be right around the corner for you. You want me to get a brand new house. You want to get married. This is a dream seller, honey. This is somebody who making promises to look out for you, look out for kids. Somebody selling you dreams. And when you look at it from a higher perspective, you didn't realize that what you was really waiting on was heartbreak this whole time. The person was getting ready to put you in a third party and break your heart. And it was going to hurt your head. You're going to have a headache by the time this thing is over. You see her hand is on it? Like, Lord, because it's going to feel like too much. Have you ever gotten so much information it felt like too much? It started to make your head hurt. Because it's like this third party thing. Because see, some of y'all did not know your person is, remember we just said, some of y'all are not knowing that this person is bisexual. But I'm going to be honest, because the way it's coming out so heavy, this person might not be bisexual. They might be all the way on the other side, but they just ain't came to terms with it. But what you're not going to understand is how heavy, like you didn't realize that what you was waiting on was all this bad news that was going to hurt. It was going to break your heart. It was going to keep you up at night. And it's going to start to make your head hurt because it's going to feel like too much. There are times where you feel like God has put more on your shoulders than you can handle. You know how like Job, when Job was getting bad news? The story of Job. Job had fields that ended. His kids got killed. They lost like a whole lot of cattle and sheep. He ended up getting sick. It was like a lot of stuff back to back to back to back to back. And this is when that head get to hurt. It's like, oh Lord. And your heart is hurting. And I mean, it's like you literally look at her eyes like a deer in headlights. Like, I can't even take it no more. Like, I can't even take it anymore. Hey, chosen by grace. This is how it's going to feel. Somebody going to look at them because the burdens are going to feel heavy. when you get this heartbreak. You're going to realize that as sweet as you are, you got to carry all this by yourself. Now, what are you carrying by yourself? Anxiety, stress, finding out your person's bisexual, they've been hiding it. Your person's leaving you in financial ruin. They're not looking out for you. They're leaving you in poverty. They're leaving you in the Five of Pentacles. They told you that y'all were going to move forward and y'all was going to have a future, and all of that ends. It's like getting a whole bunch of bad news. And what really hurts is that this is somebody you've been knowing since childhood or 5 years or longer. This is who. Y'all got history. This is somebody you used to sit up and laugh with. Go to shows with. Because, see, those are kids looking at a play. So maybe you used to go to the movies with them. Netflix and chill with them. This is somebody you did activities with. And this is who's getting ready to rock your foundation. And the person you knew, you're going to feel like you ain't know nothing. You're going to be carrying a lot. The moon is real big, but you had no idea. You couldn't even see it. It's getting ready to hit you, and you don't even see it. This is going to be a lot to carry. Hey, Sandra. Happy birthday, baby. Hey, Enlightened Prophet. You know why he sent you them flowers. Ain't it your birthday? You know why you was getting them flowers. Because, you feel good today. Maybe you let your boundaries down and, since it's your birthday, maybe you feeling a little lustful. You let somebody come slide through. You know why you was getting them damn flowers, girl. Quit playing with me. Hey, Enlightened Prophet. You know why. You already know why. You said what flowers? I'm talking about this right here. Where it go? Who just said it was their birthday today? Somebody just said it was their damn birthday. I got a slide. Yeah, it was Sandra. Sandra Ramirez said it's her birthday. He giving her flowers. Her ex want to give her flowers. She said, why would he do that? Yeah, happy birthday, Sandra. And I said, she know why. Because you feeling good today. And maybe because it's your birthday, you let your guard down. And you want a little birthday sex, baby. That's why. Hey, it's a good time to slide through. This is what they be hoping. Well, happy belated birthday, sweet pea. Y'all know what it is. Somebody talks you out the blue. Who ain't been talking to you? Hey, boo. So what you doing today? That's why they like to do it. What you doing for your birthday? You talking to anybody? Y'all already know what that is. Y'all grown. Y'all know what time it is. Okay. The Fool is here in the upright with the Two of Pentacles. This person, you did not know the new beginning you was about to do. When you step into the unknown, you was about to be juggling financially and emotionally. You didn't know your life was getting ready to be upset like a seesaw. You had no idea that this was the new beginning you was getting ready to walk into. This was about to be your future. From digging up your past with this person. Because see, the reverse. When you reverse this tower, this time, and I'm telling you, y'all have a history of breaking up and making up. But this time, you didn't know that this person was getting ready to bring all this drama to your world. There it is. This is you making a future plan. This is the new start. This is you being emotionally upside down, up and down, up and down, up and down. This is what we're not seeing. You did not know that this person was getting ready to hurt you real bad. Two of Pentacles is Capricorn. This is a Ten of Swords. Somebody was getting ready to put you in a box. And it was like they were going to be hurting you, stabbing you all over. Every time you found out some new information. Ooh, ooh, ow. Oh my God. Somebody about to leave you for dead. They're going to put you in a pinch. You're going to feel like you're in a box that's being squeezed. And every time you get a sword is information, baby. That's communication, baby. This is stuff that hits your crown and your brain, sweetheart. And every time you get one, it's going to feel painful. Every time some new information comes in about the person who you thought came back and apologized, who told you that y'all was going to be right, was getting ready to hurt you in the worst pain ever. And what you're going to find out is that this person was manipulating you to take care of them the entire time. Because you're nice. They just wanted you to look out for them, this selfish ass person. You had no idea that this selfish person was manipulating you so you could take care of them and possibly their boyfriend or their girlfriend that was of the same sex. Some of y'all did not know this. So you out here taking care of third parties. There's a whole couple doing this manipulative shit to you. They ain't doing it by themselves. Them and their boyfriend or them and their girlfriend is like using you to look out for them. Then they're going to ghost you. Page of Swords, they're going to block you on everything, not even talk to you. So that's going to stress you out because you're going to be like, is this for real? It's going to feel like you're in the Twilight Zone. And you're going to be looking crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? And now you can't even talk to them. They can't explain to you. And your heart is just breaking. And you're mentally and going through all this anguish. Going through a breakup that's left you financially unstable. That you thought was coming back to restore your faith. You thought this was going to be a solid partnership. Y'all was going to be locked in. Y'all was maybe even talked about getting a new house. Or you was never going to see a new house. You was never going to be locked in. You was never going to see marriage. You was never going to see that you were getting ready to be financially upside down and unstable. That this person was going to stop talking to you. After they had told you that they was going to restore your faith. The Five of Cups is in reverse. Five of Cups is Scorpio. The Four of Wands is Aries. The Page of Swords is Gemini. Three of Swords is Libra. The Magician is Gemini. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. Ten of Swords is Gemini. Five of Swords is Libra. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn. The Fool is Aries. You had no idea this is what you're getting ready to go through. I'm sorry. Because this is a lot. I ain't gonna lie, my head's starting to hurt because that's a lot of information to process. I'm being ghosted, so I done been broken up with. I find out my person's been doing down low behavior behind my back. They're financially leaving me upside down. I have questions out the ass, and then you are nowhere to be found. Blocked on everything. So whoever this is, yeah, you're going through a lot. Now you're going through a lot. And the secret's out. Secret's out, baby. You struggling. The secret's out. You're upside down financially. While they got money coming in fast. The secret's out. This person has money coming in fast. And what else is coming out? Because see, the High Priestess in reverse. You know what else the secret is coming out? That this person is the one who did it. That they was quick to sell you out. Quick to leave you for dead. Somebody was real quick to leave you for dead. Which you did not know some of y'all had gotten into bed with the devil. Literally. Devil is Capricorn. But you're a person don't have to be a Capricorn. But that's the card. Seven of Pentacles here is in reverse. Taurus. High Priestess also Taurus. And the devil, like I said, is Capricorn. You did not know you was being manipulated. Somebody was playing you all the way to the left. This was the most toxic stuff somebody could do to a person. They were sneaking around behind your back. Being very manipulative this entire time. This person could also have drug, alcohol. They got addictions. Remember, we had the Nine of Cups. This is somebody who overindulges in the pleasures of life, whatever's lustful. They knew what they was doing. They were sneaking. He's sneaking around. This person was sneaking around trying to control situations. And one of the things that they was getting ready to do was control you. Somebody was controlling you when you was doing all this giving. So you thinking you just giving because this is your person and you love them. You not knowing that they playing you to the left, baby. You taking care of third parties. And what you didn't see was that, yeah, the person you was trying to make a family with, some of y'all's people had demons, man. This person was like the devil. Like, this person has got like a big demon on them. They're manipulative as hell. And somebody is not seeing it, like you literally in bed with a feminine or masculine devil. And so what you thought you was, this was what you thought wanted a happily ever after with. This is who you thought you was going to build a future with. You didn't even know. You thinking this is going to be a happily ever after. But no, this person is toxic as hell. They are the devil. They act like the devil. And I'm going to be honest with the Page of Swords in reverse. Notice his spotlight. You didn't even see it. You couldn't even spot it. I mean, I didn't even see it. You had no idea. Because this is what y'all do. We break up, we make up. We break up, we make up. We break up, we make up. That now this person has been hiding secrets for years. And it was all going to come crashing down. The truth was getting ready to come all the way out. This time, when this person walked away from you and you started becoming unstable, the truth was getting ready to unravel. With the Ace of Swords, everything was getting ready to come out. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All of it was coming out. Ace of Swords is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Ten of Cups, Pisces. So you're going to feel some kind of way because you're going to feel some kind of way. Because the future that they sold you was, when they came to you and talked to you, and they told you, and this was supposed to be no secret to you, was that you and this person was supposed to come out of a stalemate. You and this person was supposed to work together. Y'all may even talk about starting a business and then how this business was going to take off with money. This is what you may be like in your mind sitting back going, okay, so we talked about starting a business. This person's going to have my back. I was going to have their back. We was going to do stuff together. We was going to come out of this cellmate and we was going to try to become a power couple. We was going to be stable as hell. 10 of Pentacles. You didn't know that you was making future plans to have the 10 of Pentacles with this manipulative ass devil. 10 of Pentacles is Virgo. 3 of Pentacles is Capricorn. 2 of Swords is Libra. You did not know that this is who you making plans with. But man, the light bulb is getting ready to cut on. That this is what you thought was your happily ever after. You about to see it all, baby. With that hangman in reverse, that Pisces is in reverse. Pisces, don't forget, is the moon. And when the hangman is in reverse, that means that third eye is getting ready to be bust wide open. Somebody's third eye getting ready to be cut on. And child, when you see what is behind the veil and you see all the secrets that come out, you're going to be able to change your perspective. 100%. Yeah, the truth is, this person never was going to look out for you. Did this person meant to leave you broke without everything you needed? This person was using you when you had it, and then when you didn't have it, they left. You're going to find out the truth. It's all coming out. The Ace of Swords, the hangman, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. The High Priestess is in reverse. That means all the secret, everything that was hidden was going to have to be brought to light. All of this from the person you was going back from. Back to. You're coming out of a stalemate. You're going back to your person. Not knowing that you was going back to fire. Look at all that fire down here in the corner. You did not know this is what you're going back to, boo. You're getting ready to walk yourself right on into hell. Your whole life is going to be flipped upside down. And you're not going to realize it. All right. This is what you was getting into alignment with. When you talk to this person that you thought was going to have your back. You was getting in alignment to be played to the left by somebody who might really, I'm not kidding. Because the fact that I say that you're in the bed with the devil is because this person, do you know how cruel you have to be to do this to somebody you've been knowing since forever? You've been knowing this person, like there's a history here. You couldn't just tell them the truth. You had to pull the rug from up under their feet like this. Because I ain't gonna lie. I mean, people do expect to get cheated on sometimes. Because, like, life happens. Like, it's be a whole nother thing, though, when you find out your person's cheating on you and they on the DL. They'd be like, whoa, what? Are you serious? That hurts. That's a different kind of hurt. That's a different kind of hurt. Because that type of hurt, sometimes people be so embarrassed, they don't even know who to talk to. So it's like they have to deal with all that anxiety by themselves. Because, and I'm going to tell you why some people don't talk. Because if they miss the signs and somebody else saw it, they don't want to be made a fool of. Because sometimes when you thinking you're going to get support, people make fun of you. And that's what hurts. Is when people make fun of somebody when they go, oh, how did you not know? I saw that. Then they make you feel like a damn fool. And you don't be one. So sometimes this is how some people end up in hermit mode, because it's like, everybody going to be asking me questions. I don't need nobody throwing it in my face. So you feel isolated and you're going through all of these trials and tribulations by yourself. Hey, Spiffy Spence and Francis. Okay. Francos Xavier, how you doing? So it's really be hard on people out here, and it makes me kind of sad, because it's like to go through all that type of mental anguish by yourself and not have nobody because you're embarrassed. It's a hurtful thing. Because it'd be like, damn, I want to talk to somebody, but I don't want nobody making me feel more dumb than I already feel. Because you're going to feel a little bit off, because you'll be like, how did I miss it? How did I miss this? There has to be signs. And then when you sit down and think about it, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I guess there were signs. But because I've been knowing this person since forever, and I thought that we talked, and I thought that we had honesty, I didn't know that they've been hiding secrets. Hey, Jess Courtney. Is it Jessie Courtney or something like that? The baby? No, that's not the baby. It says Shia's baby something. Saga. No, I don't know, baby. It's all together. It's something about Shia baby something love tarot. Welcome to the channel. And Lisa Bryant, how you doing? Oh, Courtney. Okay. All right, this is called spiritual messages. We're going to get a few of these, and then we're going to move into the awakening. When you're going through stuff, y'all, sometimes the universe will send you signs, synchronicities, and omens. And sometimes when you're going through some of the, how you doing, Candy? Sometimes when you're going through like the most difficult things in your life, there will be signs and synchronicities that the spirit world will give you when you're going through certain situations. So like, it doesn't happen by coincidence. Like for instance, when you're going through a lot of change and a lot of towers, you might start to see a lot of 555s. Or you might see 111 or 999. Those are endings. Or you might see 1010. You see what I'm saying? It's like things are ending, things are beginning. There's a lot of change happening to you. You may start to get like when you're having a hard time, you like butterflies and stuff coming up to you, or certain birds and stuff like that. That's the spirit world trying to be there for you. You're being guided from your spiritual team, your guardian angels or the Most High, and they're trying to help you. So like when you see stuff like that, it's to let you know you're not alone. So when you start seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, especially when you're going through a hard time, it's to let you know they see you. We're here. We're here. You're not alone. We are supporting you. with support. Okay. This is the spirit world because like when you're going through this type of trauma, it says people come into your life for many different reasons. And some you will learn from and then they move on. While others will return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others will remain beside you throughout your entire life. You know how they say you have a friend for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. You will be supported from different people. When you are supposed to learn certain things, you know that breakup to make up, that was y'all having a season where y'all still kept needing to learn. That last season, when that everything came out, this was supposed to be your big test. Do you love yourself enough to walk away? To not ask for closure? To lean on the Most High and let go of what doesn't serve you? This is a test. This is supposed to teach you something about yourself, your childhood wounding. How did you end up in a situation with a person that you did not know for years was like this? You have to sit down and do the work. This is not going to be no overnight fix. There will be times you're going to cry, but you're going to have to, at some point, tell yourself, all right, compartmentalize. You can cry, but you have to keep moving. Life doesn't stop just because somebody left your world. There will be times when you're going to feel like it's more than you can handle. That's okay. You could talk to God about it. I just told y'all, I started off the reading talking about how when I have a problem with anybody, what do? I lean in. I don't care if it's an argument. I had a little something with my daughter. I'm not an arguing person. I like peace. I love peace. Peace, I'm peace. Tasha is peace 24/7. But what hurts is when you love somebody and they don't listen. Because as a mom, my job, and my daughters, their dad is deceased. So my job is, I am your only parent, is to protect you. And I don't want to see you go through things that you don't have to go through. So my way of fixing things is to talk to the Most High, to get guidance and direction, to heal relationships, to prevent, even if there is some sort of spat, to look at it from a different perspective and to bring myself into alignment. So this is how I am supported by my spiritual team. This is what I do. Now, when it comes to other people and learning lessons, if you keep having somebody come back over and over again, it's because y'all not done. There's more lessons to be learned. But this last one was supposed to teach you something. Whoever we were talking about in the tarot, when you hit a point like this, and it's like the bottom feel like it's dropping, oh yeah, there's some lessons to be learned. Do you love yourself is one of them. Do you love yourself more than this person will let go? Because some people will be in denial and they don't want to believe what their eyes are showing them. All the information came out, but sometimes I told you the brain has a funny way of being like in denial. Oh, no, I know, I see. I mean, they have said some questionable things about being same sex, but I'm going to just pretend they're not. Oh, no, my person loves me. They would never pull the rug from up under my feet and be selfish, but they are. There's times you're going to realize it. Listen, you got to learn. And if you're not done learning, you're going to have another round with this person. But when you're ready to get off the hamster wheel and do the work and do your childhood wounding, do your shadow work and figure out the patterns and behaviors that led you to this, then you'll get off the hamster wheel because you've learned. Now, it says there are some people who remain beside you throughout your entire life. For some of y'all, the people who remain with you throughout your entire life, if you're lucky, sometimes you got a good friend or a spouse or lover. But a lot of times, sometimes it's people's kids, sometimes it's not. I don't, but they say that this here. So sometimes you will get it. I don't know too many people who've had people who've been there their entire lifetime. But, we'll see. It says, but listen, after going through something traumatic like this, it's time for you to have fun. I know you're going to be like, what? Yeah. You need a break. You need a mental break. Somebody needs to stop and go have fun. I know you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, a lot to deal with. But when was the last time you actually had fun? You took a chance. You did something silly. You laughed. You did something that wasn't like you just for the joy of doing it. It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and just give yourself permission to have a break, to not think about nothing, to laugh, cut on something funny, go to a comedy show. You know, I like comedy, and I don't really go to a lot of comedy shows, but I did go to see when my husband was alive. I was listening, I was at work because I was a hairdresser at the time. I was a cosmetologist. And I was at work, and across the radio, it said that Sinbad was coming to our city. Sinbad is a comedian that doesn't really curse, but he was very funny. And I really wanted to go. And so I told my husband I didn't want to go alone. So I told him I'll buy the tickets. I really want to go. I know it's last minute. Will you go? He was like, yeah. So we went. So we went to the comedy show. And I just remember after leaving, my chest felt so light. The energy. I felt like bricks have, like, just like, because I laughed so much. They say laughter is good medicine, and you will feel lighter. So don't be afraid sometimes when you're going through things to take a break. You're sitting there, you're in anxiety, you're thinking about something on repeat. Sometimes you need a damn break to not think about your problem, to just let go. So if somebody invites you to do something that could take your mind off of this problem for a little bit, maybe if you're ready, because you don't want to go and then you just break down and crying in front of everybody. But if you think you could hold yourself together and have a good time and laugh, because it's enough time has passed, and try to get back out there and just laugh a little bit. Take a break from all of this here. Okay? How you doing, Millennia? Spirit says one of the things that they really, really, absolutely need you to do is to stay connected. When you're going through storms of life like this, listen, it says you're born, when we're all born, when you're born, you're connected to spirit. You have known the divine source since you were born. It's in you. So yet many of us have the tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through our lives into the physical world. But now it is an important time to reconnect to source. Some things that you go through is designed to push you to source, because sometimes the problem is so great, it's too big for you to carry. And it may be in your Akashic records that this is what you're supposed to go through. And you can sit here and try to hold all this on your shoulders, or you can let it go, because Jesus said, my yoke is light. God will take your burdens. His son will take your burdens. You can give them your burdens. When you have a problem and it seems full of anxiety, stress, too much to handle, before your brain snaps and you fall into a deep depression, you can say a prayer, I need help. I'm going through something I don't even know where to begin. Sometimes things do feel like too much for you to handle. I don't have a support system right now. Or you do, but you don't trust them, because sometimes your friends will make fun of you. Like, I've been there. I know that. You're stressed out. You're dropping weight. People looking at you. Damn, you look like you're on crack. It makes you feel some kind of way, because they don't know you might be suicidal because of all the things you're going through. So you can't run to your friends sometimes, because sometimes people don't know the right things to say. So when you find yourself in a situation like that, you have to go run to the Most High. Yes, there's some things that will bring you to your knees. When it feels like the bottom's dropping out of your life, basically they're telling you the Most High is asking you to stay connected. Let me carry you. Let me be there for you. Come to me. All of you who are weighed down and weary. A broken spirit is the perfect sacrifice to God because God is the only one who can be strong enough to carry it. It's like a sacrifice. Like literally, bring me your tears in exchange for something lighter, which is peace of mind. Because that's one of the first things. It's making me tear up because I know from experience that is one of the first things that God will give you in the middle of a storm is peace of mind so you can go to sleep because you've been up all night for days. And one of the first things God will do is give you where you can sleep. Despite all of the fires going on. Because it's hard when you first go through it. So please stay connected and be kind to yourself and show yourself some self-love. It says now is the time to love and nurture and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from the actions that you take to support your mind, your body, and your soul. What actions are you taking to support your mind, body, and soul? Sometimes it doesn't cost you anything. Go sit outside. This is why we tell you to go ground. That's an act of love. You're trying to calm your nervous system so you can hear God speak to you. Go put your feet in the grass. Go sit in a chair. Go sit on the ground. If you can't stand it, because not everybody can do it. Some people can hug trees. Some people don't. It depends on the season. It could be little ants crawling up the tree. Some people hug trees. Some people literally ground. Some people lay out flat on the ground. And just look up at the sky. Look at the clouds. Look at the birds. Look at the butterflies. Look at something to take your mind off your problem and just be distracted for little small seconds at a time. This is allowing your brain to reset. This is allowing your energy to ground so that you can receive messages and divine inspiration on what to do next. Your third eye does work, but you have to get calm to receive the information. If you still in the midst of crying and, that crying where you losing your breath and you just killed over, that type of stuff, you can't hear nothing. And imagine, just like those of y'all who have small kids, if you ever had seen a small child when they're really upset and they're crying and you be like, what are you saying? And you're doing all that. Can't nobody understand you. Can't nobody understand you. And even God, while God can understand what's going on with you, they need you to calm down so you can receive messages. It's not that they can't hear your message. It's that you can't receive theirs. So you got to get calm. And one of the first things, like I said, not only will God give you peace so you can sleep, one of the other things God will do is help you so you can get closure. For some of y'all who this is going to be closure. Because closure does not come from the other person. Some of y'all going to have to give yourselves closure. Because this right here, somebody ghosting you and disrespecting you like this is truly disloyalty. This is betrayal. This is disrespecting you. This was hate. This was pain. This was despair. And this was leaving you in financial ruin. And if this is what somebody is doing to you, you can't go to them and talk to them, especially, because sometimes people who watch me will say, well, I want closure. I'm strong enough to talk to them. But if you find out that somebody has been lying to you for years, what closure are you expecting them to give you? Are you expecting the truth? Because this is somebody that said you've been knowing them for a long time. So they've been lying to you for a long time. So how is sitting down with them and asking them anything going to be the truth? They could be lying to your face again, all over again. So you're going to have to come to a point within yourself to tell yourself, I did all I could do. I showed up. I am a good person. I love them correctly. I did the best I can. This, whatever's going on with them ain't got nothing to do with me. It doesn't. So stop blaming yourself. Because sometimes people blame themselves. Well, what do all these people have that I don't? It said you were the Queen of Cups. Even if you're masculine, that means that you're nice, you're peaceful. And let me tell you something, baby. Some people, peace is boring. Some people like chaos. Some people like conflict. Some people like juggling multiple people and the thrill they get from cheating. So that's a rush. Some people like toxic relationships where they're fighting back and forth. They ain't got nothing to do with you. So you're going to have to get to a point where you woosah, baby, and learn to just reverse engineer. You can look at where you went wrong, how you missed the signs, talk to God, but keep moving. That's the whole thing. You have to have the courage to keep going to work, because guess what? There's other people in your life that depend on you. There's other people. And even if you don't have kids, somebody loves you that is going to expect you to be there. A friend, a family member, somebody. And you cannot allow this one relationship to remove you from everybody else. Now, if you need to be in hermit mode, be in hermit mode. But there has to be a point where that shuts off so you can continue to be your highest and best self. That one relationship can't kill every other relationship in your life. You're going to have to compartmentalize. You're going to have to rebuild yourself. So when you get strong enough to come out of hermit mode, if you chose to go into hermit mode, and you can calmly go back into the world and be around people, then do that. You don't owe nobody no explanations. If it's stuff that's really sensitive for you, you don't want to talk about it, then don't. People want to know what happened. I'm not ready to talk about it. Learn to love yourself and set proper boundaries. You don't owe nobody no explanations. You don't owe nobody nothing. If you need time, I'm not done processing it. I don't want to talk about it. It makes me cry. Then say, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm just trying to take my mind off of things. I just want to have a good time. People who truly love you will respect your boundary, because love is boundaries. And people who truly love you will always do what is in your best interest, even if it means backing up. We'll talk about it when they're ready. That's what real love does. People who really care about you will never push you beyond your boundaries. But when you do need help, again, Spirit is reiterating, because we got signs, synchronicities, staying connected, support. They want you to reach out. This is you see the black woman here, but you see here, this is a light body right here. This is supposed to represent spirit. They need you to reach out. Let me tell you how this works. We are spirits having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. It's not the other way around. You're a spirit you're in an avatar right now. But this avatar comes with some rules. This avatar has free will. So because your spirit having this experience, they cannot infringe on your free will. So you got to reach out and ask for the help. You want help, you have to ask for help. You want God to step in, you need angelic support. You want to see signs and synchronicities, you need to feel God's presence. Then you're going to have to reach out. You're going to have to say something. It says, we know, for those of y'all who are praying for help, we know that you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where it is offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it is truly okay to accept support however it is presented to you. Sometimes God will use other people to support you. So don't be afraid to accept help. There have been things that, I'm one of the people, I like to consider myself like a prayer warrior in some ways, or like an intercessor. I have a very good relationship with the Most High, and my prayers do get answered. Always get answered. So when I pray for somebody, that's a big deal, because I know they will get answered. So when I go into my own closet, and I'm one of closet prayers. I go into the closet and I will literally have the light off. It's gotten to the point where I have put a lawn chair in my closet so that I can go talk to God. Little folding chairs. I have one in my closet so I ain't got to sit on the floor or be on my knees forever long. So I have a chair, and I go in there and I shut the door. And I don't need no light because God can see. And we have talks. And we bring things out. And now let me show you how God supports you when you do stuff like that. I have come out and went on about my day, and strangers have walked up to me and told me my prayer verbatim in a conversation. We just met you. And the very thing that I talked to God about, this person and I've never met is now telling me. That's your spiritual team getting your direction. That was a private conversation, nobody seen nor heard. And then you go out, God will use God's people to sometimes get you messages. So those signs, synchronicities, and omens don't always just come from birds, little white feathers, or number sequences. Sometimes God will use actual people. So however they try to support you, please don't be afraid sometimes to accept the help. Be open to, it says, however it's presented, because sometimes God will use things that you're not expecting or people you're not expecting to answer your prayer. Like, let me give you another example of this. There was a man who, his name was Jose, okay? And this Jose was a carpenter, okay? And he went and he applied for this job. And when he got to the job, they said, yeah, we have enough people to, we don't need you. So his wife, he was trying to make money because, he has a wife and a family to support. So he was upset, but Jose had faith. So he was supposed to get a job today. And so he gets there and they don't need anybody. And this was his first time there. So he begins to pray. Now, as he's praying and he's walking back home, he hears somebody say, Jose, Jose. And he looked, and it's a man saying, he goes, huh? He says, you Jose? Yeah. Don't you hear me calling you? Come on, man. This thing ain't gonna build itself. And so the guy, he grabs his toolbox and he runs over. Just so happens to be that there's a man who was like remodeling his house looking for Jose. Now, what Jose he was looking for, I'm not exactly sure, but this Jose had just made a prayer. And then he was called by name and he got paid. Man offered him money right then and there for a job. Wasn't a job he thought he was going to, but it was still a job. In his name, he was called by name. So don't think that God is not in the business of still doing miracles, because God still does miracles. Okay? So don't be afraid. You know how we tell you about readings will sometimes only take what resonates? Prayers are like that too. Sometimes there's certain things that only you and God knows. And then all of a sudden you'll meet somebody and it's like perfect timing and it just lines up. You know it couldn't be nobody but God. Okay? So don't be afraid to reach out to the spirit world when you need help. Send in your SOS. Put in your request. And then be open to the support of the Most High and however God chooses to use the universe to answer your prayers. We have breathe here. This is really important. Breathing. Because when you are stressed out and you got to get grounded, breath work is really important. Breath is the vital bridge between your body and your soul. It is the connection between the inside and out. It will connect you to the universe. It says spirit and the divine source. So you need to breathe. Breath permeates your entire being with prana. It says, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. The breath of life. Breath is what separates the dead from the living. Prana. Breathe. Breathe. Take some time. Go ground yourself. And sometimes when you feel like you're crying real heavy, just start taking deep breaths. One of the things that I like to do, I'm going to just tell you, I got lots of stuff I do. I used to listen to binaural beats They have different frequencies. You can look them up. You can Google binaural beats and the different frequencies. Like I have some right here. I write mine down. It says important hertz frequencies. I have the love frequency, removing negative energy, healing frequencies, the heart chakra frequency. There's all kinds of frequencies you can do to calm your mental. Okay, so you could do that. And then it says, okay, now it says also, if you're not going to do that, one of the things that I do to calm myself down is I like to listen to running water, not rain, but like streams of water. Like if you was to go sit by a river, I will play that in my headphones and I can take deep breaths. And it's like, it literally, I feel so calm when I do that. Like grounding and breathing and listening to water. For some reason, water calms me really good. So this is one of the things that I do to help me breathe and calm down in stressful situations. You can look it up. And some people will also do things like Reiki and other things to kind of shift energy. But one of the most important things you need to do is please pray. That is one of our most important things, because look here, it says receive. Because some of y'all are givers, and sometimes givers don't know how to receive. How you doing, Dee Dee? Sunburst, welcome. It says you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. Because it did say y'all were the Queen of Cups in the reading, right? Even if you're masculine, y'all were a sweet, you're a good person. You have a good heart on you, okay? It says you're kind and you're a loving soul who constantly will reach out and give to other people. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive, okay? It says, just as with the ebb and flows of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. You cannot be a giver in all the time and not be open to receiving. Well, that is really hard for people who are normally there for everybody. I don't know what you own, but I'm going to let you go. Because you like writing it real big and it's taking over my whole chat. God bless you. But please move on. What's up, Wino? How you doing? But anyway, as I was saying, you have to learn how to receive from the natural order of the universe. How you doing, Alfonso? If you're a giver, most givers don't know how to receive because it makes them feel funny, because normally nobody gives to them. So it can be hard because sometimes it's very humbling to receive. But that is a law of the universe. And so you want to keep giving and receiving has to flow. It's like it has to have a flow to it. And if you can't accept it, if you overgive, or even if you don't receive, right, you're going to stop the flow. And when you stop the flow, you might stop your blessings. So it is a law of the universe. You reap what you sow. Some of y'all have been sowing a lot of good. Can you allow some of that good to come back to you, please? You've been out here. It says it. You are kind, loving, who constantly gives to others. You don't think that you deserve kindness and love too? You don't think that God sometimes goes, I seen how good you've been doing, and now you're in a position where you need help and support. Can I support you and give you love too? Because I see you supporting and loving everybody else. God will give back to us in different ways. So like, you don't have to make a show of it when you give to somebody, because God sees it, and God will always make a way to give back to you. And sometimes it's when you're going through different storms, but you got to be open to get to when God reaches out to give you something, to receive it. And not just be like, no, that's okay. No. Be humble. Because that can look like arrogance when you don't want to receive. What, you too good to receive? That could be a form of pride. You have to be humble. You have to stay meek. You have to stay kind. So receive. You've been putting out all this energy into the universe. It has to come back to you. That is a law of the universe. You have to reap what you sow. You've been out here just doing all this sowing good seeds, good seeds, good seeds, looking out, looking out. And now it's time for it to come back to you. That is a law. It has to come back to you. You've been putting it out here. So be open to receiving it, please. All right, let's get into the awakening your intuition. Now, as I shuffle these cards, let's talk about intuition, because one of the things that I hated when I joined, I had joined the spiritual house. Those of y'all who've been here for a while know I had joined the spiritual house, and everybody was really gifted. Like, they were very talented with intuition. They could just look at people and just like read situations. Like, they didn't need cards. They could hear spirit. They were really good at stuff. And I was struggling because I was new. So I could not understand how to use my intuition. And I used to ask questions. Well, how do you get it to work? And they never could say anything. I'm just like this. I'm just like this. I'm just like this. I am a spiritual teacher. Okay, myself. And God has made me, given me wisdom. So I'm going to teach you about intuition. Everybody has intuition. So let's start there. Everybody has intuition. Everybody has some form of psychic ability, including animals. Okay, so like animals can sense danger, and then the birds will stop flying, or they know to go to high ground. Everything in the universe has some form of intuition, including you. Now, we're going to make it simple, because some people like to think the intuition got to be some woo, 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 and you got to go decalcify the third pineal gland, and you got to listen to certain frequencies and go sit down with shaman. It ain't got to be all that. It don't have to be all that. Intuition uses your five senses. Let's keep it basic. God gave you five senses, right? What are our senses? We have sight, we have hearing, we have taste, we have touch, and what's the other one? I can't remember. What's the last one, y'all? Touch, see, I'm missing something. Smell. Okay, smell. Those are your senses. Your five senses are what you're going to rely on when it comes to using your intuition. Now, in order for you to get your intuition to work, you're going to have to trust what you see, trust what you hear, trust what you feel, trust what you smell, because spirits have smells. You're going to have to step outside of thinking it's supposed to be some sort of psychic boo-boo hoo-hoo. It ain't no woo-woo stuff. It's real basic. It's just getting calm. Remember how I said you got to receive messages. In order to receive messages, you got to be still. When you get still, God will take all those things from your five senses and will organize it into a picture for you. Memories will pop up. And God will start organizing visions, and all of a sudden you will have a whole picture like a puzzle. You know, when I was with such and such, they said this. And then you'll have a memory of this feeling you got in your gut when they did that. And then it might be something else. And before you know it, you're going to sit down, and when you think about it, the light bulb is going to come on. Now, the key is to trust the message that you're receiving. Your stomach is your second brain. Sometimes when we feel something is off, we get a little feeling in our stomach. Some people call it butterflies. Feeling butterflies is not always a good thing. Like when you first meet somebody, they be like, "Ooh, they gave me butterflies." Sometimes butterflies is not always a good sign. That's just your intuition trying to give you whatever it can give you to say danger. To you, you're like, it's love. Like it might be like, no, this person is not it. Sometimes it's a queasy feeling. Sometimes it feels, it could be that butterfly feeling. Look at Holy Spirit. I don't know if y'all see these little white lights she keep doing by me. So that is the first thing when it comes to intuition. Keep it basic. Anybody who tells you that it's like it requires you going to have these initiations, you got to have this, you got to go through this you don't have to do none of that. You ain't got to join nobody's house, you ain't got to join nobody's religious organization. God gave everybody 5 senses. And even if you are missing one of your senses like sight, he heightens another one so that you can still get the message. So if you can't hear, then they typically have better smell or they can feel vibrations. So don't think that just because you're missing one of your senses that another one is not going to be heightened. Okay? That's what I want you to remember. So that's it. Now, some people will talk, let's talk about clairs, and then we're going to get into this day. Clairs. The clairs are like clairvoyance, claircognizance, audient or something like that, where you hear. Clairvoyant is when you see. Some people have like the clairs are all the things that has to do with your senses though. Some of us have senses that are stronger in one area than others. Some people have a strong nose. There's a lady, let me give you an example. There's a lady who used to love her husband's smell. She used to love how he smelled, so much so. But then one day his smell was different. She kept saying, "What is this smell? It's like a musty smell." And it was getting on his nerves because he was like, "I'm showering." "What are you talking about?" "I'm putting on deodorant. I'm showering. What do you mean?" And she's like, "Babe, I love your natural smell. Something is wrong." You want to know what her gift is? She can smell Parkinson's disease before it develops. Just like a dog can. Her nose is that sensitive that if you put her in a room, she's so good at it that now the Parkinson's disease people, they put her in a room just to prove that she can do it. Put her in a room and had her smell random people. And every last one of them people either already had it or they was about to get it because that's how sensitive her nose is. Some people see spirits, some people don't. Some people hear spirits, some people don't. You got to figure out what clair is your clair. What are the clairs based on? Your 5 senses. Figure out which one is your strong point and roll with that. If you're not comfortable with certain messages coming through certain kinds of ways, then say something to the Most High. Some people don't want to see nothing because they scared. Some people don't want to hear nothing because they scared. Some people just want to be cool. I don't want to see no flashing lights or no lights flickering. Scares them. Say something. You just want a little gut feeling? Say that. Ain't no woo-woo to this thing. It's real simple. And that's how I teach. I teach it. We're going to keep it simple. Because the way that I'm giving it to you is how the Most High gave it to me. No, baby, you thinking this is one. Mm-mm. And let me just, while we're on the subject, because it just popped in my head, and I need to say this, and no offense to anybody. She just did another light, so I'm the confirmation. I need to say this. And this is going to offend a lot of people in the spiritual thing, because I get it. There's people who are Christians who think that what I'm doing is devil worship. I'm not. I only read by Holy Spirit. I've been called to do this, anointed to do this, anointed by oil, God himself. I'm telling you. And I don't care if don't nobody believe him. So what I'm telling you comes from source. You can believe it or don't. You can click off, do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to argue. And for those of y'all, I haven't been watching my chat, but if you come talking to me sideways, I will catch you on the playback. You'll be blocked from my channel. But then what I need to tell you is real important for my spiritual people. Watching people get mounted, and a lot of people who are spiritual think that that's a gift. There ain't no gift, boo-boo. Because when the Most High, I was in a house where people was getting mounted. I thought it was the coolest thing. And God had to sit me down and say, they're full of spirits. A lot of unclean spirits are jumping in and out of a person. That means that you're dealing with somebody without a soul. So a lot of spirits are housing this one empty vessel. Those are empty vessels, or some people call them NPCs. Look it up. This is what we got Google for. You don't know what an NPC is, Google it. They're an empty vessel. And they're housing multiple demonic spirits. And they come out with different personalities, different voices, different this, different that. This ain't got nothing to do with somebody having multiple personalities disorder. I'm talking about people who are tapping in to dark energy. There ain't nothing cool about watching nobody get mounted. You sitting in a room with a bunch of spirits that are telling you stuff that does not come from the Most High. That is not cool. That is not right. Now let's move on. I'm just telling you what was told to me. You could take it or leave it. I'm just doing what I was told, which is to tell it. So it is what it is. It's time for you to get a glimpse of the horizon. Occasionally, you'll have a sixth sense. Let's talk about the sixth sense. And it will strike like lightning on a dark night, briefly illuminating on the distant horizon a hint about what is possible many months from now. Foresight. That's a gift from God when you have the gift of foresight. Okay? It says, so you need to set your internal compass by this flash of insight while focusing on the path directly under your feet. Okay? We're going to talk about this. I'm going to break it down for you. So you need to nurture the future by taking thoughtful actions today. Sometimes, okay, so let's talk about this. The path directly under your feet is your present. Sometimes God will give you a flash. You could be sitting there, grounding, breathing. Meditation ain't got to be no. It ain't got to be all that. It don't have to be completely silent. I want y'all to get out of the habit of thinking that meditation has to be calm. Oh God, I'm having thoughts and my thoughts are coming. It's supposed to be like that because this is how God is going to put your picture together. Remember, I want you to think about meditation like puzzle pieces. Memories are going to come. You might think about what you need to do next week. You might start thinking about a list of things. Let those thoughts come and go. But eventually your mind, when you get enough grounded, and when I mean enough grounded, meaning like your breathing starts to slow down and you start to feel real calm, your thoughts will stop running so fast. And then God will start organizing your thoughts. And then this is when you might get a flash. Pictures. So one of the things that like the lightning will strike, some of you all in my collective got that lightning strike was to leave this person alone. You may not have knew the full details, but to give yourself closure and not go back because some of them picked up STDs. So when you so your presence is now, but it's like something down the road is going to be further off. There might be a problem. You need to stop. You need to redirect your steps to avoid this problem down the road. Because if you keep chasing somebody and loving somebody more than you love yourself, then you could have walked yourself right into an STD dealing with somebody who is out here putting you in third parties. You may not have known that it was that bad. And right when you're finding out, God has already removed this person from your life because typically the trash takes itself out. Somebody leaves you for a third party. Rejection was protection. And sometimes right in the nick of time. And so God may have given you a flash about, hey, something ain't right with this person. And if something ain't right, choose you. To prevent something from down the road. Sometimes, now this is just me using that as an example. Your flash can come depending on different situations. Sometimes you'll get a feeling, a very strong feeling. I need to be here at such and such time and place. I need to go see such and such doctor. I need to talk to somebody. It'll just be a strong feeling. But it comes when you're calm, when you're grounding, When those thoughts are flowing, and typically, you know when your thoughts have really slowed down because for a brief minute, you'll stop thinking about your problems because you're looking at a butterfly or a bee on a flower, or you're watching the shapes of the cloud. And so guess what your brain does for a second? It stops thinking about your problems because now it's thinking about this. And that's when you start to come down. And when you're starting to come down, this is when God can organize all of your five senses. And now we can do a sixth sense. Now will be a good time for a flash. And it's going to be a feeling. Now, when you get these divine inspiration feelings, you got to trust it. You got to figure out how to trust it. Ask God to help you to trust your intuition. Most people don't trust their intuition. A lot more people do not trust their intuition than do. Psychic Josephine over here is no better than you are. Warlock, blah, 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 is no better than you. Pastor such and such, ain't nobody better than you. God has one-on-one relationships with anybody, anytime, any place. That was what his son came to do, was to open the path so you could have a direct relationship with the Most High. Jesus said it all the time. Yes, he said you can come to me. But one of the things that Jesus also talked about was going to have, this is why he laid his life down. So you could talk to God directly. And you know what I'm saying? Jesus was the sacrifice. There was no other person to do that. Now, you can believe whatever you want to. I'm telling you what I'm just telling you what I've gotten from divine inspiration. You don't want to believe it, click off and go do what works for you. I'm not here to debate. There was one person who took the weight of the world so you could have a relationship. You can believe that or don't believe it. So you can go to God in your sin, because we're sinful. And Jesus died sinless, but took the weight of everybody's. So we could have a conversation so God would not look at us in any other light other than children. You are reconciled by that blood. So what I'm needing you to understand is that God will talk to you. And your senses do work. And all you got to do is ask God to help you to trust your intuition. A lot of times people will have feelings that something is wrong. Sometimes it's with a child. Something ain't right, and you ignore it. And I always know when people are ignoring their intuition because they come into my room and they'll ask me, is my man cheating on me? Do they love me? You know why you're asking that? Because you see signs and you're not comfortable with what you've seen or what you heard or how you feel. When somebody loves you, they make sure that without a shadow of a doubt, you know that I love you. You know. But a lot of times y'all don't know, so you'll go ask your mom, your best friend, your coworker, psychic such and such. But your intuition works too. And you got to get in the habit of trusting the message. You're not just feeling like this for no reason. You see that they're not calling. You see that they're ghosting. You wondering, well, what's going on? Are they cheating? You see the signs. But your brain don't want you to believe it. So you are in denial. You're in denial. And you'll deny it. So you need to ask God to help you to see. Trust what you see. Trust what you hear. Why do you think, listen, you think I'm kidding? I want y'all to go, for those of y'all who know a little bit of Bible knowledge, remember Jesus used to talk about to the disciples. The disciples asked him, why do you talk to the people in parables? And Jesus said, if they had eyes, they would see. If they had ears, they would hear. And they would have understanding. You have to see something for what it is, or you're not going to ever get it. You could be looking at something all day long and not see the picture right in front of your face. So I need you guys to get in the habit of asking God to help you to see clearly and help you to hear clearly and to trust with your five senses. And let me tell you something. And when you trust your five senses, you go into high priestess mode. Now, let me tell you about being a high priestess. That does not mean that you go across and belittle, cuss out, or lose your mind or pop off. A high priestess is quiet. She observes, or he observes. You watch, you listen, you gather your information. That's all you doing. You're not asking questions to such and such. Even if it's your person, you're watching them be shady. You just sit back and you peeping stuff and you're making mental notes. And then you can go back and pray about those mental notes. God, today such and such said this. I didn't think it really looked right, but I'm gonna need you to put it all. I'm bringing it to you, so help me to put it all together when I need it. You're silently observing, and then when the picture is complete, you will have all the evidence to tell you if such and such is cheating, is such and such being shady, are they hating on you, are they doing this, that, and the other. You will have it. And you ain't have to attack nobody, cuss nobody out, or belittle them. You ain't got to come outside your skin. You can do this thing with class and dignity. And you can walk away from somebody so smooth, so cold, that they didn't see it happening because you did it classy. Because do they really want you to pull up them receipts? Because when you're in high priestess, that's why she always got a book. Because it's like, hey, baby, I can read to you all the things you've been doing. That's what it is. So I need y'all to understand this for all of my people, because spiritual people will try to be like, it's a woo-woo-woo thing. All right? Now, I know for my people on the East Coast, I may have lost some of y'all. I'm going to give y'all one more card, and then I'm going to let you go. I think Spirit, one more, maybe two. I don't know. They want you to stay. Ain't no pictures on these cards, so I'm just reading. It says, mindfully tune in and focus. They want you to practice tuning in to an issue, an opportunity, a place, a person, a group, or an option to use your sixth sense. Notice what I said. Tune into an issue, an opportunity, a place, a person, a group. Now, you can do this in a negative way, or you can do it in a positive way. When people do it in a negative way, this is how people end up like, you know how like some people will like hate certain races or people. It's because they keep focusing on the negative, but you're not focusing on the negative. Your goal is to tune in and observe to understand what is going on here with this situation, this person or place or thing. Not to hate nobody. I'm not telling you to come up and now all of a sudden, you're going extremist. We're not doing that. We're employing gentle focus. That's what I said. Gentle focus to let everything else in the mind fade to the background until what you are tuning into occupies the entire landscape. So whatever intuitive hits are you knowing, seeing, hearing, and feeling. My intuition has been, listen, I know Spirit taught me because I had thought some things about people that I thought was God awful, but it was spot on. Spot on. It happens like that. So gentle focus. Get calm. Told y'all what I do. You can listen to some water, listen to some binaural beats. Headphones are really good for focusing. Put them on. I even put on headphones when I'm outside grounding. Because it be planes or kids or people talking and I need to be focused. So I have my headphones on. I turn it up to a volume that's not too hard for my ears, but it will bring me down. And I just start looking around at the clouds and stuff like that. Okay? That's what I do. All right? And when I do that, it helps calm everything down. All right? Ignore the trolls. I will take care of this. For anybody who's watching this reading later, I will remove all of them. Because see, what I'm saying is important. So get in the habit of gentle focus. Be kind to yourself. Take your time. It's okay to think about other things. Play something calming in your ear. Breathe. and just start just looking at stuff in little brief messages and ask God to start helping you to organize your thoughts and to start strengthening your spiritual discernment. In a spiritual discernment, to be able to decipher what you're seeing from right from wrong, from evil and good, good from bad, all of that. God will help you with that. That's what spiritual discernment, to be able to judge, not judge a person, but what is right and what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. I need to, this ain't good for me. This is bad for me. You got to be able to discern that. We're not talking about judging a person, because it says, do not judge, for you will be judged. We're not judging people. We're judging a situation on whether this is good for me to continue to be in this or not. That's called discernment. Ask God to strengthen your spiritual discernment, to open your crown, your third eye, to align your chakras, to help you to see, to know, and understand. To see, to know, to understand. Because ain't no point in wisdom if you don't understand. And to have proper application. Okay? Okay. I'm going to give you one more card, and that's it. It says they need you to retreat and recover. When you feel drained or frazzled, being intuitive means you can be hyper perceptive and pick up on more on other people's energies and emotions. Especially empathic people tend to be able to do this real easy. It says even in physical stimuli like background noise, you need to retreat to a low stimulation setting so your sensitive system can recover. Notice what I just said. Like if I'm out, I have my headphones. Why? Because I'm distracted by different people talking, kids, if I'm at a park or whatever. It's too much other stuff going on. So I have to cut out the background noise. I don't like being around a lot of people because I'm telling you, I can pick up on a lot of energy easily too. And so if you're you got to get somewhere where you're calm. This is why some people get up early in the morning and do stuff, because that's when things are calm. It's not a lot of distractions. Okay. So you got to do something where the stimulation is low. If you got a house full of people, then get up early when everybody's still asleep. Stimulation will be low. That way your system can recover. Okay, you need to find your healthy limits for stimulation and respect them. Not everybody can be around a lot of people because they can pick up on multiple things. You got to learn what works for you. So, me, like for instance, one of my favorite things to do is I pray in my car. I like to pray in my closet. I don't like a lot of stuff going on. It's certain things I told y'all the other day I only like to do by myself. Because it's time for me. Normally things when I'm by myself, I'm talking to God. I don't like that time disrupted. So you need to make what works for you. What works for you. Okay? You got this. You can do this. All you have to do is ask God for direction and help and put in some form of action. Because faith without works is dead. I've done told y'all, God don't ask for a lot from you. A mustard seed of faith. I have brought out mustard seeds. They're the smallest little thing in the world. I'm going to show you a mustard seed and then we're going to move on. This is all the faith I'm asking you to have. I'm only put one on here. This little tiny pebble, you see that? On my finger, that's a mustard seed. Let me move it back. Look how, see how it look like a little spot right there? That's all the faith God is asking you to have. You can't have this much faith. Now, praying, believe it or not, is an act of faith in itself. Because you're trusting something outside of yourself that you can't see. For some of y'all, that is your faith. I'm just asking for help. You got to try this, y'all. Your faith will grow. You can grow. Ain't nobody more special than the next. Ain't nobody more psychic or read cards better than the next. Ain't nobody nothing. We all have gifts and talents. God has given creatures, other animals, other species, intuition, and God definitely gave you some. You just got to learn how to be still and listen to it. I am trying to give you practical advice to help you through the storms of life and to help you to grow closer to the Most High so you can get through certain things. And you can start reading situations so before you get yourself in trouble, you can be so far from the trouble. That's the whole purpose of this channel. Cutting on your light. So when you see my channel name and it says I am the light, it's purposely said that so that when you say my name, that I am the light, you're saying for yourself, you are the light. Cut it on so you can see. I am is the most powerful statement. And I didn't name it that. God chose that name. I didn't choose that name. I am. Because when you cut your light on, other lights will cut on. Take your time. Everything don't have to happen overnight. Give yourself grace. This is a process. It will happen little by little, month by month, year after year, and you will get stronger. Take your time. You are supported. But the most important thing, don't forget, is to ask for help. You have not because you don't ask. Ask and you shall receive. If you knock on God's door, God will answer. And it's just literally a prayer away. Keep that in mind. I want to thank the Most High, her Son, the Holy Spirit, and my light team. Thank you to JP, to God. And thank you to everybody who stayed the duration of this reading. This was a really important reading. Thank you all for the 132 jewels, the 275 likes. I apologize if I missed your name, but what I had to say was really important. So we ignored the trolls. I will take care of them on the playback. Okay, when I watch it tomorrow on the playback, I'll be deleting all the trolls out of here. Thank you all. Hope you learned something. I love you. I love you so much. I really do. I have been through a lot, and I never want to see somebody give up on themselves. And I never want you to give up on God, because God will never give up on you. And if the one thing that you take from me, I want you to know that it says that nothing can separate you from God. Even if you walked away from God, God will welcome you back with open arms if you just humble yourself and say you need help. I need help. And God will swoop in and reorganize your life. And things that don't serve you will leave. And God will start strengthening you where you need to be strengthened. It's a process. But that's it. That's all. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you need a personal reading, I am the light tarot at gmail.com. And I know some people will be like, this girl is crazy. I get it, but I am the real deal. I am the real deal. Yeah, I don't know any other reader that shows up for the last 3 years every single day, including when she's sick. With all that I have on my plate, that is God's Holy Spirit. So when I tell you I am backed by the Most High, I couldn't do it any other way if it wasn't. I'm doing what I'm told to do. So it is what it is. I love you. I wish you well. And guess what? I ain't no better than nobody. You can do it too. You can answer the call. There's lots of work, but the workers are few. So if you want to help, you can help. I'm not no better than you. God's Holy Spirit can work with anybody. But you got to be willing to be self-disciplined and be taught and be humble and all of that stuff that comes with it. Okay? Okay. So we're going to leave it there. Y'all have a beautiful good night, good morning, or good afternoon in your part of the world. And don't forget to hype this reading up. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, baby.